Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge. I see people are here, but no one's commented yet, so
they're around. Now they have.
Bask in that applause.
Bing.
Hi, Dime. Good to see you.
I'll take some applause.
Hi, Alan and Elizabeth. Good
Woo-hoo.
to see you too. Thank you for joining us.
Did you say suck it to me?
Yes.
Suck it to me, 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 suck it to me. Boom.
Just
Gotcha.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, really. All I can think of is airplane. Here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Already we're off topic.
That's true.
Cheers, Peter.
Hi, Peter. Good
Woo-hoo.
to see you.
That's right, baby.
Eric, hello. Good
Hello.
to see you too.
Definitely. Yeah, these things, they stick in your throat. Just. That, of course, is totally unique to the Big Hit version of that song. It's not in the version of the song by Otis Redding. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Although he does a version of Satisfaction that was
Hi, Julie.
that
Good
was
to see you.
so distinct that
Thank you, Julie.
the Stones started using that arrangement because it was better.
Hi,
So,
Lisa. Good to see you
bear
too.
this in mind. Hello. Boom, 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 boom. Good evening. Welcome to my lair.
Yes.
Yes, we're here. Jeez, I feel like
Julie shared a tropical cocktail emoji.
let's.
Well, don't mind if
yeah.
I do.
You know, can
Don't
I
mind if I do.
take that as a hint, Julie? Hint. Pretty big hint. Yeah.
Errol,
I like that.
hello. Good to
Hello,
see
hello. Yeah, Eric prefers Devo. Oh, yes,
you. Thank
you
you,
do.
Dime.
Well, I don't. So there. No. Devo is awesome. That's complete. That is also completely unique arrangement of that. That just stands things on its head the way it was supposed to, and put them on the map. What can I say? Although if you look around, you'll find a lot of versions of Satisfaction, and a lot of them are actually really, really different and kind of great. So I could say it's a much covered song,
Yes.
kind of thing. Whereas Respect, not so much. It's only a couple versions of that I can think.
Well, people are afraid
So,
to touch it now.
Once the Queen of
Exactly.
Memphis came along and said, "No, it's my song,"
To do those jerky movements.
boom. Yeah.
He would, but we don't
I
have a lot of space behind this bar.
I can't. Well, you know that thing where the guy with the dog collar like flips himself like over and completely up again. I've thought about trying to do that, and I think I would like break something.
No,
So
please don't do that.
That's off of the, because I can't tell like the guy who was in the video, did he break something? You don't know. It was the 70s.
I remember
Nobody cared.
this was probably at least 15 years ago now, but I remember reading on some retro forum I was on, retro website or whatever, that this couple, they were into swing dancing, and they did all the aerials and all that stuff, and the woman, like, they did a thing and she broke her neck.
Damn.
I was like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Whoa.
don't do that.
Okay, yeah, don't do that.
And I think that, like, she might have been fine later, but I don't know, just don't do that.
It always, it looks fabulous in the videos from the 40s or even the videos from yesterday when people are doing this stuff. So like they're getting air. It's just like, wow. And I'll say one thing.
Oh, Alan likes your shirt.
Oh, thank you, Alan. Much appreciated. Matson lines. Is this what this is coming from?
That is.
Yes. Or
Is it?
lure line? It's one of the lines.
Good. Oh, I bet it's on the collar.
Check collar, please.
I also bet I can't read it.
Oh, I can't get back there myself. I have to turn my head around a la The Exorcist.
Hold on, I gotta get glasses.
Just a minute, I gotta get some magnifying glass over on this kind of thing.
I can't read.
Glad you asked. Big fun.
All right. Okay. Hold
So,
on. Try this again.
I got the shirt.
It is.
This is something. One of those.
Made in Hawaii.
Yeah, that's a big plus.
Island Fashions.
Oh, so we don't really know. It's one of the lines.
That's all it says.
It's a matching set, and you have the actual dress ingredient, but you thought
I
this would
do.
coordinate well. And you're right. You're right about that.
Our friend,
I thought it was a
our friend
match.
Tiki Paka gave us the matchy, but I figured Groovy, I had to go with this.
She thought it would fit, and you know what? She's got a good eye. She knew.
She was right.
She was right. And we have another matchy set that we tried on that was just like a glove. Sometimes they're just built for, and it's really bizarre that you're two completely different people than who bought these, but you're like, fits.
It's from
Fits.
Starlights.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Bingo. So anyway, machine wash warm. Good stuff. Before we get too far, I want to note to anybody who is joining this broadcast later, thank you so much for watching the rebroadcast. I believe we might have Mindy on the rebroadcast because she can never make the initial, but she watches them, and I definitely told her watch last week. You'll enjoy it.
Thank you in the future,
yeah.
Mindy.
Speaking to you.
I'm speaking to you from the past.
Friends, I'm speaking to you from the future, which is where you're going to spend the rest of your lives.
I'm so sorry.
Do what you want to. Yep. And,
allergies.
Oh, you got to take care of these things.
Allergies.
Take care of these things, buddy. But the other thing is that, as always, you can't comment on comments that people have already left. Try that a few times fast. But you can add a new one, and we can see it, and we'll probably get a notification. And you can always send us a personal, and we respond to those, of course. If you have any questions, ideas, lawsuits, let us know.
Transmission from outer space. Did you see they found a planet only 40 light years away that might be habitable?
The big 40. Yeah, could be.
I saw that the other day and thought.
Every time you see such, and they can't see it, of course. That's way, way too far. They can tell such things because of like aberrations in the spectrum of the star. You know, like there's a dimming of light for some microsecond. It's like, that's something passing in front of the
geez, that calls for a cocktail. Well, Peter, I thought you'd never ask. Don't mind if I do.
7 minutes in and we don't have one yet. Well, I guess it's
don't mind if I do.
I guess so. Well, Peter, I guess I'm just going to have to follow your order and go with such things because the audience demanded it.
Eric says, unless you're at my place of residence, to which I'm out of space.
Out of space. Wasn't that a big,
I know that feeling.
Wasn't that a big instrumental in the 70s?
Hi, Roberta. Good to see you.
And telling all the DJs, wasn't that a big instrumental in the 70s? Out of space.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dime says, Paul, I keep forgetting to get those model numbers for those receivers.
Yep. Okay, well, busy is busy, and ADHD, take your medication and you'll be fine. So, what am I thinking of? Yeah, whenever you get a chance, it's fine. I'm interested only in that I can look it up on, Hi-Fi Engine should be able to show me pictures and what the heck we're talking about. That is a big boon. And, or you can just like dial it into a search engine and suddenly you're looking at it and you're like, oh, that's what the hell that is.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Oh, he's got some equipment that he wants to offload. And I said, well, I can't take on everything. And some of these, I think I had noted, there are problems that I cannot resolve, but the others might be okay. And I can frequently find an audience for such. I was just at a gaming day just this past weekend, and I had outfitted that gentleman who shows up to these broadcasts. That's Joe, the other Joe, with an amplifier, and pointed him towards a turntable that he should buy. He's been using that table now for 10 years. He just got a new cartridge. I installed it. It's like totally rocking. It's great. He's good forever.
Hi, Satellite. Good to see you. Okay, so I'm making something I'm calling the Summer Tiger. So. Some of you may remember Charles Phoenix came up with a drink called the My Tigerita. Mm-hmm. I'm calling this the Summer Tiger. It's not a Mai Tai and it's not a margarita, but it's got elements of both.
Neither is a Mai Tigerita.
It's also not a Mai Tigerita.
There we go. Inspired by. Thank you, Mr. Phoenix.
I started with 1 ounce of Reposado tequila.
Great way to start.
And 1 ounce Stiggins Fancy Pineapple Rum. That's from Plantation. Mm-hmm. I'm going to do a 1/2 ounce of Aperol. And a 1/2 ounce fresh lemon juice.
Did you say hi to Satellite?
I did.
Oh, very good. There we go. Blew right past it.
But you had me one of those. I got Aperol on me.
Oh, you need that? Yeah, you need one of these guys.
That's okay. I took care of it. Exactly.
One. Here, get you that going.
Don't waste a drop.
I actually had one of these last year because I used it on the grill, and I lost it. And I actually went and found it again because it's just such a great size. And it was like I think it was Walmart for $1.50. And it's like, I'm going to go buy
1/2 ounce fresh lemon juice.
It actually says expert grill. You're supposed to put like something to spray your ribs with, but this actually has record cleaning fluid.
Spray your ribs?
Yeah. There's that thing where you can use a mop if you're using like a lot of fluid, like a marinade, or you spray them with water so they don't dry out.
Oh, Conurita! I love it. And name it Josie. I love that.
Conurita.
Oh, okay. And then, got it.
Got it. Okay, good.
2 dashes, Fee Brothers Turkish Tobacco Bitters.
I like the Conrita concept. I think it must be done. You've named it,
Conrita.
therefore it has been done. It hasn't. You have to go do it. But
And
it's as good as.
4 dashes lime bitters. This is getting really low.
Oh, yeah. The lime is fun because if you just want to add a drop and you don't happen to have that big peel, there you go. That's what that's all about. Same with the orange. But the orange are very intense because it's a lot of infused peels and pith and dried orange, all that kind of stuff. You made orange bitters that were so good and that we blew right through them. And then we gave away a lot of them, and now we have none, and now we need to make them again.
Gotta make them again.
Gotta make them again. So there you go. But
We still have some of the ingredients.
We do. We have a lot of that orange peel, and I think you use some fresh orange peel. And it's a lot of infusing. You put it together and you let it sit. It's not a hell of a lot to put it together. Making bitters is fun. Hello, Linda.
Hi.
Boom, 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 boom.
Wow, that's cold.
Yeah.
Hi, Johnny. Good to see you.
Sunday, must have been Monday, where I made a rimless gin fizz, which takes a lot of shaking.
No joke.
And you just do it until your left hand is really numb, and then you switch hands. Then your right hand is really numb, and you switch it again. It's literally like 3 minutes worth of shaking. This is insane.
We do have chilled glasses, but I'm going to use a Trader Vic's glass.
Highly appropriate.
Because why not?
Because why not? Yeah.
And I got a little extra here.
A little extra.
Hi, John. Good to see you.
Dr. T is in the house, baby.
Okay. I don't want to rip myself. Okay.
We call him Dr. Diode, all problems rectified. That's a little electronics humor for you that 2 people watching will get.
I got it.
I got it.
I'm not even into that.
You see?
I'm going to garnish with a twist. Let's see.
Johnny notes it's almost Ohana. Oh yeah, because now Johnny,
good.
Johnny, that's like months away. I mean, I'm looking at the fact that it's in June and it's like at the end of June. Thank you, Johnny. I wasn't panicking before now.
We're not panicking.
We're not panicking.
He's just being funny.
I'll show you something. This is very important.
This came out really well.
Oh, yum.
Summer Tiger.
Yum,
1
yum.
ounce Reposado tequila, 1 ounce Stiggins Fancy pineapple rum, 1/2 ounce Aperol, 1/2 ounce fresh lemon juice, 2 dashes Fee Brothers Turkish Tobacco Bitters, and 4 dashes lime bitters. Shake with ice and strain into a cocktail glass.
You know, the Aperol and the tobacco bitters are giving it a particular note.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes healthy. It's like this is some sort of tonic, and I'm really enjoying that. Ah, right. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You know, and the simplified, if you feed it 5 volts, you should be fine. Perfect. You're feeding it more voltage than it needs. It regulates it down, and it's plenty to go with. It's got a little extra. I needed to drop. Some years ago, I needed to build a power supply. I had no idea how. And I asked a friend. He's like, "It's easy." He hands me all the parts. I'm like, "I don't know what to do with this." But then I found some good plans, and I found that little book from Radio Shack, like how to build power supplies. And it's like, you know what? It's really.
Is that you, Nick?
It's pretty easy.
Nick, is that you?
Oh yeah, bingo. Seriously. It looks
had the same conversation about Ohana.
It's what it is. So I'll show you something before I get my mixing on.
Thank you.
I have been busy, so just in case anybody thinks, wow, Paul, you.
Nick. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Glad I got that right.
Bingo.
I'm very excited about Ohana.
Last birthday, I got a kit. And I just wanted it because I wanted to build something that should be fun. And then along the way, we came up with this idea for, Glennie's Crawl Room.
I bet that's Sween Todd, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually.
There you go.
As in Sweetie Todd.
Yes. There you go. And I said to myself, I got to get this thing together. And I wanted to go the extra mile. And then I screwed up part of it. So I had to fix part of it. I had to rectify part of it. And then I figured it out. And I got it together.
Bring it over.
And I'm gonna go get it and bring it over.
Show off.
I gotta show off. I gotta cavell a little. Here we go. Let's do it.
Yeah, the smell of tobacco is nice. I agree with you, Errol.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back. Dime is asking if you ever had spotted cow beer. No. From Wisconsin, and we're going up there. Thank you.
Whoa.
That would be wonderful, Dime.
That'd be great. It's awesome. It's good stuff. So yeah, I actually enjoy the smell of tobacco that has not been ignited.
Oh, satellite,
Like,
you
you
gotta
know,
get there one year.
Your grandfather's pipe tobacco smells awesome, and then like he lights up and it's like smoke, smoke, smoke. Anyway, so what am I holding here? So I'm holding a curious oblong box that turns out to be, oh, what do you know? It is in fact a portable Bluetooth speaker. Very carefully, I'm going to mount it on the ear to show you that yeah, it's a boombox. Aha, from back in the day.
But you gotta show.
I will show off what's going on here. The front of this is in fact purple. It is in fact two like really good sized woofs and two tweets. So it's actually two speakers mounted this sideways so that you're basically getting decent stereo effect. But check out the sides of this are laminate. This is the stuff that's out there in the DQ. We had a lot left over.
Do it closer. It's boomerang for Micah.
Let's see if I can get this over, and you can probably see the pattern right there.
Yep.
And I decided to cover all of the surfaces around, but I couldn't cover the front. So the front is a contrasting color. And I'll just prop this baby behind us so we can all admire. Hello. And
you're blocking my beautiful display.
I will move it.
Okay.
But in terms of like how does this operate? This is your amplification. This is your Bluetooth receiver. You just turn it on, connect it, and away you go.
Oh, thank you.
It's
Nick
even ported, and this thing really kicks it out. I need to put a little more paint in the back here, but yeah. So there we go. So this is the baby that I've done. This is from Parts Express. It's the MK Boom Kit. Normally they don't look this cool. I decided to make ours look just this cool. And I recommend it. It's
hazardous how?
It's really not that much. Who's hazardous?
No, Eric is saying hazardous how.
What did I say hazardous about?
I don't know. Maybe it was someone. Oh, Dime. Never mind.
Okay.
Talking amongst yourselves. Got it.
Oh, right.
Got it.
There we go.
I thought he said something was hazardous.
Anyway, so that's the boom.
Everything around here is hazardous. This house was built in the 30s.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if there's asbestos. Oh, wait, there is.
Oh, Peter, good. Peter's on the wait list.
Yes, keep watching. I know we're down to the wire here, but keep the date open and keep watching. You indicated previously that you have a place that you could lodge yourself. So that's great. That's awesome. If you're not trying to get into the hotel or one of the overflow hotels, your life is a little easier and you just need a ticket. Well, you know what? That list clears. Watch. Yep. Be careful. You'll get it. You'll get there.
You could even
gotta see you on the ground, man.
If worse came to worse, you could put up an announcement that you're looking for a roommate. I know people do that sometimes.
That happens. Those places open up too. It's very true.
Someone is gonna like share a room with someone and suddenly they can't go or whatever.
This happens like a week out. People can't do that kind of stuff.
Time. It's fine.
No worries with that, man. But definitely. Anyway, so there's also the fact that we need Peter at Ohana so that we can do the bum wine challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Gotta be done.
You can do it at our table.
Yep. You got to get the correct kind of MD and the night train and the T-Bird. I believe the T-Bird is still on the market. My wild Irish rose. So
I've never gotten sick at Ohana, but I could see that changing if
you have enough of that stuff.
If you had enough bum wine.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh.
I recall that the best of the lot was probably T-Bird because it was just WPLJ in a flask. And I don't think it ever came in anything larger than a flask because who's going to buy something larger than that for bum wine? But it was just sort of like, this very light pour.
Get some of that Ripple.
With some of that flavor. Yeah, Ripple, unfortunately, is off the market. Long time.
No.
Wah, wah.
Like Sanford and Son.
Or should I say... Anyway, what's in my hand?
Are there any... Blatz. Dime. Blatz.
Oh, yeah.
Old man beers that come from Wisconsin. Blatz.
Blatz should be available.
We can't get Blatz.
Should be available in your Chicagoland area.
Oh, yeah, you do need... Oh, my gosh, Errol, that would be so funny for the bum wine challenge to put them each in a paper bag.
Now you're talking. You got to, take it straight from the bottle. Yeah,
Pipple.
Come right up.
Hey, would you get me a flute while you're down there, please?
That would be lovely.
Spoiler alert, my next drink comes in a champagne flute.
Yeah, it might. Just.
Thank you. I'm very excited.
There we go.
I made our room crawl poster and everything. I'm just waiting to hear which wave of the room crawls will be in.
Not the first, and chances are...
Muscatel.
I'm hearing
like it is.
That these might be compressed, so we would end up with 2 waves, which means we're probably definitely in the second of them.
What?
But we're not going to say anything until...
I don't know.
Then we print.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about the room crawl.
Anyway, what am I doing here? I'm doing Don's Own Grog from, that Don, Beach. And I already forget what's in it because I just found it. So, if you could.
Thank you, Dime.
Hey, thanks, Don. That's awesome.
If I could what? Oh, the recipe.
I need that. So I'm starting with...
it was amber rum. I remember that.
Ounce of amber, half ounce of dark. I'll start with that.
Oh, you put those over there.
Oh, and there's another...
did you want this?
There's another rum in there. Half ounce of another rum. Another one.
Do you know what it's going to be yet?
Yeah, it's that Smith & Cross. I'm going to throw some of that in there. That's appropriate for a grog, and I'm only using half an ounce of it.
So you're just going to call that like aged rum?
Yeah, actually it's overproof. Don was specifying something you can't get anymore because it was 1934 when he came out with this. It has literally been 90 years since. I'm done with that. I'll take the...
You put it over there.
I'll take what's over on my left hand. That's what I will do. Okay, half ounce worth of the Smith & Cross Jamaican rum. This is actually a bit overproof.
Drink blitzed yet blitzed.
You will. You will too. And guess what? Pretty cheap. So all you pensioners, come payday, go get yourself a 12-year-old Blatz.
Isn't Blatz the inspiration for shots? It has to be at least one of the
I'm thinking to myself, if you combine Schlitz and Blatz, you got shots. That's what I'm thinking. Shots Brewery. Or should we say, get back to work. Ounce of amber rum, I'm using the Baku, which is actually quite good. There's some nice stuff going in this. But Don would approve. There we go. As a matter of fact,
drink Schlitz to get schlatzed.
You'll get schlatzed on Schlitz, I guarantee it. Yeah, that's nice stuff. All right. And
so what time's your first appointment tomorrow?
And huh?
You're like, what time is your first appointment tomorrow?
2.
Oh, okay.
It's all afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So let's see, a dash of Angostura.
I don't think we have Angostura. So
so we're actually, the Fee's Old Fashioned is
old-fashioned
absolutely in that category. I would not disrecommend Fee's any time. Good stuff. And 6 drops of grenadine. We haven't had that here.
Okay, there's a story about our grenadine.
Yeah, it's kind of like fermenting. So I'm getting...
He's not joking.
No, I'm not. It's actually fizzing. That's about right.
The cork keeps blowing off of it.
Yeah, it's blowing its stuff.
I was like, you made booze.
Yeah.
You literally made booze.
Yeah, I did. We need 1/4 ounce of the simple. That's ridiculous. I want to use the spoon on that.
What about the raspberry?
Raspberry, huh?
Schlitz-faced.
What about the raspberry? Raspberry is 1/4 ounce of that and 1/4 ounce of this. I don't know why I'm using a 1/4 ounce of this. And
because that's what the recipe called for.
The syrup. Yeah, I'm doing it according to regulations. But raspberry, I think it was calling for liqueur. I like the flavor on the Torani, so
I used to live in the Schlitz neighbor in Chicago, Bucktown, where the employees lived, and a bunch of the buildings had the Schlitz logo built into the buildings. I love it. I would love that, actually.
That's kind of cool. There's some building that we pass. I think it's in...
she sits while sipping Schlitz.
Sits while sipping the... Keep saying it.
Oh, Dime's never had a Blatz.
Well, it's your lucky day. Because when you find it, you're going to have to try it.
They must still make it.
I believe Blatz is still made. I'll take what's in the rest of this, please.
You need a 1/2 ounce lime.
And
the raspberry, unless you got it.
I bought it. Okay. So 1/2 ounce of lime. Okay, great. Go to town, please. What you were doing. Or better yet, do it here.
Meister Rob. Click if you know. Yes. I do know.
All right. Now I am fantastically sticky from handling
ice. Oh, Iron City. I've had Iron City.
Iron City, yes.
I don't know about light, but I've had Iron City.
Iron City.
We've had Iron City when we were in Pittsburgh, which is I know you now, Eric. But yes, I've had a fair share of Iron City. Okay, I gotta look up Blatz. I'm gonna be like so depressed if it's not made anymore. Blatz beer. Yeah, it's still being made.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
If I recall properly, Blatz is made by Pabst.
Distributed in Lakeshore Beverage, Illinois. Okay, well, you know what? It might just be in Illinois too. But it says the address is Milwaukee. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be in Wisconsin. How about Lowenbrow? I had Lowenbrow when I was young.
Yep. Haven't had it in a long time.
Not that I'm not
Still being made?
Not that I'm not still youthful, but Lowenbrow, that was like a West Coast thing.
Yeah, but you only had it on weekends.
Yeah. Here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special. The beer will pour.
Should say something more
somehow.
To tonight.
Tonight. Let it be Lowenbrow.
Please don't let it be Lowenbrow. Actually, I would have one if we had one.
Oh, the old plant is being used a lot for the annual Art All Night event. Oh boy.
Blend in your blending
Oh,
device.
Lisa, good. Lisa
Or
got
the
her Martini Kings CD
Oh,
that we featured last week.
Hello. Yes, I noticed that some of them
know.
were purchased during, and I'm like, awesome.
We still need to frame our shag poster too that came with our CD. Do you want a twist?
I will take a twist.
I made all these twists.
I made these twists.
Use them up.
Use them. Yeah, well, you know, I'm going to do the thing.
We end up putting them away
and then
after these broadcasts, and then like
they get
5 days later, I'm like,
hard.
oh,
yeah, they
twist.
go into the compost. They're going to go to the compost anyway, but you might want to use them first. Anyway, so here we have. I want you to try this.
Oh. Okay.
Because
if you insist.
Don's Own Grog is actually pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good because it's got some nicely aged rum and a good selection of sour going on in there, and some good flavor notes, which I like. So Don has done well. Boom.
It is good. And it's a grog that doesn't have grapefruit, so I can actually.
You can have it. Most grogs feature grapefruit because they're all variations on the theme. The grog I make features grapefruit. I make it for her. I'll use orange. There's things you can do. Use a little more of the lime, and it works just fine. Yeah. Boom.
We have one shag poster in our
better,
bedroom, which was an Ohana poster. So they printed off a bunch of them and sold. I think they still sell them at the event, but it's $10. So it's like the only shag poster
that you can afford.
Can buy for $10.
Well, the other thing people do is they buy a shag calendar, use it. When the year's up, they cut it up and
that's what I've done.
Frame the art. I mean, it's well printed. So
people ask me like, "Where did you get that shag?" I'm like, "It was in a calendar. I cut it out."
I kind of think I've seen people like trying to sell framed calendar cuts on eBay.
Yeah.
It's like,
and they're like,
on,
shag
guys.
poster.
Shag poster. Yeah. No, it is not. You know, but if you want to do it yourself, hey, it's legit.
Actually, we knew someone who bought one. Thinking like, oh my gosh, a shag poster for $20. And she's like, yeah, the joke was on me. It was there was a calendar page on the other side of it.
Big fun, big fun. You can do that yourself. And you know what?
Art all night nights. I love that.
Art all night.
Stay out all night.
Love it.
Oh my gosh, speaking of staying out all night.
Yes.
In a few short weeks, and I don't mean Ohana.
Yeah, not that. Oh, right. Few short weeks, middle of the
month.
month.
And I have a couple of gigs. Actually, one of them's on a Wednesday, so we're going to go to this gig after our live broadcast. We won't be drinking that night, but we'll still be here.
I guess it's gonna be mocktails for us
because we're booked for a couple of grad nights, and you know what that means. The kids graduated from high school, and then like they keep them all night at the school.
Keep them
party
in scones.
So yeah, so I'm thinking about it now. Like, what have we gotten ourselves into?
I think the actual gig is like midnight to 3 or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I should take the day from work because. Yes, I should. I was thinking, what if I could just go to the office, and do that, and come back here, and then I do a broadcast, and then I go to this thing, and I'll be like, "Hi, so much for that. Hope you didn't want to get paid."
That'll be like not only a mocktail night, that'll be a coffee night.
Yeah,
we'll be here with our pot of coffee, going, "Okay, guys."
Coffee drinks, lots of coffee drinks. I actually innovated
coffee and sugar.
A hot tip. The drink that's being provided for the next issue of Bachelor Pad magazine. Guess who their new final call editor is? Hello. They innovated something that's got a coffee base, and you know what? It's really good. So,
I don't know. I haven't seen Lowenbrow in decades.
Some years. I haven't really looked for it. We have two excellent local distributors, and if I look carefully,
have an iced coffee.
Yeah.
A few short weeks, the days will be getting shorter.
I tell you, we've got the better part of a month for that to start on the wane, and then it takes months for it to really show, of course. But we'll be there. We'll be there. Oh, it's true.
Well, that didn't last long, but it was good.
Well, Down, if you can find the Blatz, you can find the Lowenbrow. We're halfway there. I need 2 more, and we've got it. And we always have the Jenny cream because it's available to us in large quantities, cheap. And I can probably find, again, some good product from Yuengling that would work fine. So, yeah.
Well, there's Utica Club.
Utica Club we can find.
We can buy that in Albany.
Typically available. We were getting it very close to us. And I could always ask the guy if he can get some in. And stuff.
So this is a lighter version of what I just had. I need just like a little sliver of ice. I've had one. Oh, there we go. Okay.
An excellent sliver. I just want to keep things.
I'm not Paul. I don't like to ice my bubbles, but
I will do it with a larger cube than that. But I will not fill the glass.
I'll also bring you some old style.
No.
Aww.
Oh, Heilemans. Hello.
That'd be great.
I would love to match you with some Heffenreffer, but alas, no longer made.
Oh.
Lift the hat to the departed.
Which one of these? What do I need?
Wheelingberg.
I need a measure. I need like a half ounce. Which one is this? Half ounce?
That's your guy.
Okay.
Small guy's half ounce.
Okay. So I'm calling this the Bubble Tiger.
Bubble Tiger.
It's a variation on what I just had.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting with a half ounce of my Reposado tequila.
We'll be right back.
All right. And I'm building this in my champagne flute with a sliver of ice because, like, ice in my Prosecco. That's weird. Okay. A half ounce of the Stiggins Fancy Pineapple. Would Labatt's be considered an old man beer? Yes, Peter. 100%. Okay, half ounce of this. Are cans okay? Oh, cans are preferred, actually, Dime, because you can't have bottles by the pool. So, yeah, we love having cans. Plus, they're easier to fit in the cooler. So, yes, cans all the way, if possible. Okay, half ounce Aperol. Old style, my Uncle Mark's official beer. I love it. Okay, half ounce Aperol. Okay. I want to get every drop without overflowing. Okay, got that done. And a splash of my lemon juice. See, my cube's already melted, so that's good. We want this to be chilled without being ice-y. Okay, a splash of my fresh lemon juice. And 2 dashes of the Fee Brothers Turkish Tobacco bitters. I'm not bothering right now with the lime because this is a smaller drink. So, and I've got the lemon juice. So, de-stick myself and open the bubbles. I didn't even see what we got. Toso. I asked Paul to pick them up on the way home. I didn't even see what he got. So old man beer bar said, oh, I love that Nick. I love the old man beer bar signs. Doesn't matter what temperature our room is. It's always room temperature. I must go somewhere and think about this, Eric. That is very true. You could be in like a walk-in refrigerator and it would be room temperature for that room. Okay.
Better.
Okay. I might need a towel for this.
Oh.
We got towels right here.
Oh, wait a minute.
We've got Velveteen Lounge bar towels.
Why don't we use one of them?
And
so attractive too. Is anybody interested in a bar towel? We have two.
Available in two attractive colors.
That's one attractive color. And why isn't the other one exposed? Here's the other one. And this is the other attractive color. Bar towels are still available. And check that out. That worked just perfectly fine. Because the absorbent size is really absorbent.
They're useful not only for drying your bar, but also for opening your bubbles.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Think about that.
All right. Fill with your chilled, whatever this is, Prosecco, Cava. I can't read it.
One of those. So anyway, yeah, two big colors. This one is actually the magenta.
Oh, dime. That would be great for your jerky, actually.
This looks very black on the screen. It's actually teal. So there you go.
Neat.
Wonderful color. Same pattern, different color.
That could go back in the fridge.
This is.
Oh, I'm going to give it a twist.
From Argentina.
Had a twist.
Fruit Rosé is a sparkling wine that is not specified.
Oh, jeez.
So I guess they're not calling it cava, but it is a sparkling rosé from Argentina.
I thought it said Prosecco. Maybe not. Well, it wouldn't be Prosecco if it was from Argentina.
It says Mendoza. I believe that's where it's coming from. So here we go. I'm going to try some of that. And it's also a rosy color.
Oh, Lisa, I'm so glad you love your towels. Thank you.
There is a living recommendation right there, folks, which is awesome. Yeah.
Ooh, some old man beer neon signs. I love that.
We were at a sale at in 2021 when we could suddenly get out again, and this was in Akron, or I guess the closest thing to Akron, which was Tiki Underground had like their big sale.
Oh yeah, their Tiki Marketplace.
The marketplace had fantastic vendors and great shirts. I got 3 shirts at one of those. And,
sure, Nick. Yeah. Actually, we have them in our car. Just hit us up. We keep a bunch of cars. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, we have the towels, we have the glassware, and we have the records in the car. You seeing us at Ohana? Talk to us. Better than shipping. And, and remind me because I make it occupied, but I'm definitely going to be slinging glassware.
We can throw in a little goodie.
Glenny's Crawl, we will actually be hawking the glassware because you're drinking wine. It's a wine glass. Duh.
Yep.
Gotta do it. Anyway, what was I just about to say though? It was about that's out the head, isn't it? It'll come back to me. Lover, come back to me.
I guess I wasn't listening.
Oh, let me see. That's half the problem.
I guess I wasn't listening.
So I'm trying to think of if it was a comment about these towels or is it about that? What do you need?
Spray.
Oh,
okay.
Gimme. We should have one on each side of the bar. They're cheap.
We should.
Think about it.
There we go. I would love a Ballantine ale sign. Me too. Well, he would.
Thank you, Peter.
He loves Ballantine.
We have a Ballantine organizer. No, it's Wrangel. We have Wrangel organizer. I'd love a Ballantine with the 3 rings.
Oh, dime. That's so sweet.
The 3 rings like they used to have in, they had that sign in CB's. As a matter of fact, you can see pictures of it. You re-railed me. There was a vendor at said Tiki Marketplace that had all of this bar paraphernalia, including some of the light-up signs and the beer trays and all sorts of old man beer stuff. I was like, oh, man, I need another car. I don't think we ended up getting things because I didn't have that kind of money on me. But it really should be part of the deal.
We bought a few things.
We did buy a few things.
Did we buy Whip It Good?
Did we buy beer paraphernalia? There's my issue. No. I bought some shirts. And we bought Whip It, which was a custom-made sign.
This wasn't from the marketplace, but we bought our ice bucket,
which actually led to repainting the entire room. Isn't that hilarious?
We redecorated the entire room based on that ice bucket.
You know what? It needed a new paint job anyway. It was good to strip this down and put some primer and just get this fab red color because I love it. And you know what? The labor is the labor. It's mostly prep. Painting, we were just listening to music the whole time. So
dime, Venmo, or cash is amazing.
We can do either.
I'm Velveteen Lounge on Venmo.
Yep. So we can be done.
Can do, but
definitely. And
we'll worry about it.
And then. Yes, Nick and Dime over here. Yeah, you got to get together. You'll be there. You will be together. And boom, and rocking. So yeah, and the thing about the old man beers, I think there was a question: is Lowenbrau definitely qualifies? Schlitz definitely qualifies, and I'm trying to think what the question was. It was one of the Canadian beers. Was it Molson? It's like I think all of those Canadian lagers qualify. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So yeah. So boom. Yeah, I think I can't really imagine. There's actually a great one that is not easily found outside of, say, Canada, which is Sleeman's, which to my mind tastes almost exactly like Ballantine. And I happen to think Ballantine is my favorite of the. I don't happen to think that it is my favorite of the old man beers. That is that are still kicking around these days.
Sleeman's just makes me think like Sleestacks.
Yeah, it does. It really does, as a matter of fact. But to my and also to my taste, I know that there are a lot of really major brands that you can get, which would certainly fit the bill. But I really like to go for the regional brands that are still kicking around. Blatt's, sure. Dixie, sure. Rainier, if you can get it, yeah. I mean, they're probably still distributed regionally.
Hams, yes.
Hams, absolutely. Yep. Hams, the beer refreshing, yes. And matter of fact, on the front of my hat, you will see
Labatt's
if you look really
Canadian.
Carefully.
Yes.
There is a Hams beer.
Labatt's is Canadian.
Labatt's is absolutely Canadian. Molson is Canadian. Moosehead, there's one for you. And
Nick.
And I'm trying to think of what else was just on my mind. Not the Hams necessarily.
Hi, Kyle.
The Utica
Any
Club
sevens and sevens this summer?
Well, it's entirely appropriate.
It's very appropriate for summer.
It's entirely appropriate. And as a matter of fact, isn't it John Travolta's drink in
I believe you're correct.
Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever.
There we go. He's always ordering a 7 and 7. Now, I believe the character's 18. But that's when the drinking age in New York was.
I know. We need to get
so
some,
you could
we
do
have
that.
to get some 7-Up, but yeah.
Well, the Seagram's is easily available.
Oh, I love that commercial too.
And it's a big refreshing thing. It's supposed to be like this size, a lot of fluid, and then a shot of your Seagram's, and away you go. Can you go wrong with whiskey and ginger? Probably not. I would have that. Sure.
Yes, the bear cartoon commercials. Yeah. Yes, I remember those. Run the left, sky blue waters.
Comes the beer refreshing. Hams the beer refreshing. I never heard that commercial, and I sing the commercial.
I did.
I swear, we never had that. We had Narragansett It Now, baby. And that was the dominant beer until it got bought out by Falstaff and ran into the ground, and then Falstaff ran itself into the ground. But in my day, I do swear that I was able to sample Falstaff.
Narragansett's back now.
Gansett's back because somebody bought the trademarks and all the IP and said, we're going to do it. And they are making the product the way it was supposed to be, and it's actually quite a refreshing beer. And then they're like, well, we're going to make a lot of variations, and the variations are off the charts. These are the folks who do the Dell's Shandy. What? Yeah. Local frozen lemonade with beer.
We got to get some of that.
It's actually not frozen in the can, but it is Dell's lemonade plus this is a refresher. Dime, you haven't had this product. You need to try this product.
Now that we're talking about all this, I'm like,
Here I am.
Oh, Peter says I would go with anything orange on the rocks.
Orange on the rocks.
Why not?
There's some excellent orange liqueurs that don't necessarily cost what the really good stuff costs that are also very good. I'm thinking like Grangala. And what's that stuff that we had that was Mathilde. Definitely worth you checking that out, Peter. So.
We were having I've got a drink and a third.
You're drinking a third in me?
So I can say this.
I can say this. Get away with it.
Yes. We were discussing the other day, Ohana, Paul and I, and he thinks we should rent a trailer to take all the things we need to take. And I'm like, no, we can't do that. We should just buy a van. So like, I want to buy a vintage van, and he wants to rent a trailer. I'm like, you're not putting a trailer hitch on my Challenger.
They can handle it. I'm just trying to do things that we could do. That's the thing. It may sound silly, but
there's nothing that makes your car look less badass driving up the thruway than having a U-Haul attached.
U-Haul cube attached to the back of it. I'm just trying to make this like more rational.
I still have an ego.
We have all of these bulky things that don't fit in the back of the car.
I still have an ego.
The grill is actually a real pain in the ass to move around, but I got to do it. So that's the thing.
The Santana van from Napoleon Dynamite.
Now you're talking. We've identified like a couple of vehicles.
I actually took a
totally
picture.
Fit the bill.
I saw the perfect van in the supermarket parking lot not long ago and took a picture. I'm sure people were like, "Why is that creeper taking pictures of our van?" But
hey, maybe I admire your vehicle, son. So that's a good one. It was a classic '70s Chevy van.
No, it was like a '60s Econoline.
It was painted up as if you were going to continue the paint job and end up with a mystery machine.
Mm.
And there was actually somebody local who has the mystery machine.
We do. We see a mystery machine parked all over town.
So, I mean, there are people in town here we've never
Yes,
met. And like
it does have to be carpeted all over. In fact, I went down a deep dive. I'm like, oh, I want to buy a vintage van. So I went and looked at vintage vans for sale. And there was one that the interior, I swear, looked like the jungle room at Graceland. It was just
it's pretty cool.
Green shag carpet and all this like dark wood. I was like, it's the jungle room in a van.
There are a lot of really cool vehicles. There's Fords, Chevrolets, and Dodges from the era, which have that look. The one I always like is it's got a very flat face and these bug eyes for headlights.
Yeah, yep.
And I don't think it has a particular name. I think it's like, ES 500.
Say you're a private detective
or something like
walk
that.
Away. I'm going to try that.
I'm just checking things out there. Just, don't you mind that, but watch it.
Oh, Lisa says my uncle back in the 70s delivered beer to bars. We'd get all kinds of Coors clocks with sounds and Ham's clocks, which my mom taught me how to tell time from. I love it.
I'm going to tell you.
I love that.
You were, after that last Christmas Story movie, the one with the older characters set in the early 70s, you were absolutely lusting after a star for the top of the tree.
The Blatz Christmas tree
the Blatz star. Well, guess what? I found the perfect star. Now it just needs to be Blatzified. So we'll get there. Don't you worry.
I have a feeling I might have a Blatz star for the tree this year.
It's going to happen. I can imagine making that happen, which means it's halfway done. I imagined taking the MK Boom and coating it in the laminate. It was a lot of work. It involves like a lot of extremely aromatic glue, which you really needed to do this outside because you are not the Ramones. And you got to like really tack it down with the rolling pin, and then you got to route it. And then you have to do that 3 more times.
You shouldn't say things like that.
It is careful. And it's a bloody mess. I still need to clean up some of that mess. And then you have to figure out how you're going to get the side pieces on it. It's like, all this rationalization. But you know what? Got some great clamps from Harbor Freight. Everything worked fine. Router, actually, also a Harbor Freight purchase, is well and doing great.
Errol.
Makes a racket, but it does the job.
Errol,
I'm so happy with the results.
Errol says, I remember the bumper stickers in the 70s. If this van is rocking, don't come a knocking. So, one of my best friends from childhood, her parents joined a van club, and they would go on vamborees.
Vamboree.
And then like take their van and go places for the weekend and everything. Get yourself a drink. But anyway, I went to one of these one time with them. And they had, I remember, if this van is rocking, don't come a knocking. Mm-hmm. And I also remember, because I'm seeing this bumper sticker when I'm like 10 years old.
Things you can't actually
Gas,
see.
grass, or ass. Nobody rides for free.
And at the time, you're like, okay.
Okay, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Now I'm like, that's charming.
Yeah, very, very charming. In the back of your hog.
Streaming anywhere other than PureFlix. Dime, it's not, but Dime, nope. I will be sharing the clip. I'm literally in 12 seconds of this film, but I speak. I have a speaking role. Speaking role.
Speaking of role.
Just saying. I will be sharing it in the next couple of days. I got the clip. And with an actual celebrity who couldn't have been sweeter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, So anyway, I'll be sharing the clip in the next few days. I'm just waiting. I'm getting it added to my demo reel, and then I will drop it. I'll drop it on social media.
I'll take some bitters.
I had none of those 3 back in the day.
Seriously.
The old fashioned.
Yeah, I'll take those. Okay. And then what do we have over there for base liquors?
We've got tequila, we've got Caruba, and we've got Stiggins.
I've got the Stiggins. I've never tried that.
Right.
There we go.
What are you doing?
Some bitters.
Some
I'm
bitters, some
going to
Stiggins,
do a
and some Cava.
quantity, an ounce of the Stiggins,
Okay.
top with your Cava or whatever in the world this is. It's bubbly, so I call it bubbly. There you go. You know what? It fizzes. It is a wine product. I'm good with it.
Wait, what the? Hold on.
What the?
Why did it change my font? That's really weird.
Because somebody hates you, and that's why. Not I, but the software.
All right.
Top with.
Okay. I'm going to call it dry. So that was 1 ounce.
Stiggins. Every time I say that, all I can think of is Magnum PI saying Stiggins.
That's probably who it's named after.
Yeah, really. You know?
Okay, and what else?
Dash of the old-fashioned bitters.
Mm-hmm.
Top with your bubbles.
Okay.
That's it. It's kind of a champagne cocktail at the end of the day. A lot of bitters, and I use the rum instead. So it's sort of in that 5-ish category, but not quite. And really simpler. Oh, that's very good.
This is so weird.
No, it does not like you, does it?
Hold on.
I just need to change something over here. So you can take that out back with a tire iron. Tank, 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 tank. Okay, you'll behave now. I tell you, only with machinery.
All right, I got
Only
a
with
tour.
machinery.
Sorry, I got a tour.
Got it. Done.
Nothing to see here.
Ah, so much better.
Right now, the drink is called Dry.
Dry.
Maybe I'll just be enigmatic and leave it for the time.
I kind of like that. Drinks like
You
sugar.
are a celebrity. Oh, Nick, you're so sweet.
Good stuff, good stuff. I remember vans back in the day. I don't remember gas.
What and
grass.
Huda. Oh, that's so funny,
Yeah.
Dime.
Huda. Yeah. But I do remember that there was a sticker of like a little kid
Peter.
taking a leak on something. That was always a popular.
Peter
You
says,
can still buy those.
I remember in the 80s. It was okay because no one on YouTube can see this. Peter says, I remember in the 80s, I was at an air show in Northwest New Jersey. I saw this booth that was selling vintage bumper stickers and decals. It was an eye-opening experience, to say the least.
You know, down in my workshop where I make things happen, for instance, that boom box you saw earlier, I have a framed bumper sticker that comes from your aunt when we were clearing her space. That simply says Nixon knew. And I said, you framed this? Going up in the workshop. Kind of perfect. I also have one that says Nixon now, which was
I like
the
Nixon
classic.
knew better.
Nixon knew is better. His slogan was Nixon now. I made some copies of that, printed them on stickers, and sent them to friends. And a friend had put it on his car, and somebody was like, "Oh yeah, man," you know, it's like, brother. But you know, the things that. The great thing about the bubbly drinks is that you can repeat them. You know,
I know.
it's kind of great.
Computer whiz, exactly.
Oh man, you know, somebody wants to take a whiz on the computer. I was listening to the morning show, and the guy was having all sorts of computer trouble, and he was like, "Well, and one more problem. This thing's going out the window. Anybody in Jersey City who wants a free laptop, just go sit outside the window and catch." Man, I know the feeling sometimes. Mine on the train was doing a lot of work, and it was flipping out. And I thought, well, you know, I don't have to do this. I could just stop, shut down, and we'll try again tomorrow. And there we go, you know? But it's inevitably, if something starts flipping out, I'm just like, fine, restart. Restart required. Away we go. Boom, done. Clear out bad data. I don't know what exactly it is. Nobody knows what it is. I just say bad data. Clear it, and you're done. Luckily, our data stream is doing well. It's behaving today.
Don't curse us.
Oh, jeez, I said it, didn't I? But you never know.
I like the way you say Nixon and like half the people drop off the stream.
Who dropped off the stream?
I don't know. They're not named, but
well, we had like 30 solid people in here.
Maybe don't talk about Tricky Dick. I'm just saying.
Well, who remembers Dick? It's been 50 years.
Maybe don't talk about Tricky Dick.
I'm just saying. The fact is, I lived through that. Some people were much older who lived through that, and they'd be like, oh boy.
Harry says, I want that T-shirt that says, "My day could use a Control-Alt-Delete." I said I want to hit the reset button. I just want to hit the reset button on this day.
The boom.
Would you straight this?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I should just leave it over here.
There is.
Flour is very sticky.
You might as well. My side is not as sticky, but I will use it later. Gotta clean the whole top of the bar. I find that, of course, on the Apple machine, it's not Control-Alt-Delete. It's like Control Cloverleaf Escape or something. Same effect. It will actually that's a force quit.
Look at that. People are dropping off like flies.
What? Who flies?
I don't know.
I haven't said anything about any politicians in literally minutes. So hey, don't want to blame me, lady.
Let's see what I have to put up with.
The audience is remaining because.
What would be better for life, a reset button or an undo button?
I think undo is always required.
See, I was going to say reset.
Yeah. Reset is kind of like after you've had enough undos and you can't do any more, then you hit the reset. That's what I'm thinking.
They just made a patron saint of the internet. Oh, yes, Dime, I saw that. They did. They canonized, is that what they call it?
Yeah, it's canonization. Yeah.
Some kid, some internet.
Whiz,
yeah, I saw that.
kid.
I saw that.
Presumably dead.
Undo for sure. People like undo. Yep.
Undo. Yeah.
See, I think reset. Like, let's just
what is it?
get rid of all of this.
Control U for undo, or is it Control Z? Anyway, I know the keyboard commands. Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, Control Z, Control Z.
If I live to 90, I'll take the reset. There you go.
Bingo. Then we'll do that kind of thing. Cute birds.
They are. There are birds on the TV.
Look like aquatic birds to me. Big fun. You know, I feel like a lot of things need a reset. Or
the
undo.
clean decals you're saying.
I think about the work that I do on certain things to get them back to life. It's like, yeah, I can't really do an undo on you, but I can definitely do a reset. You just find out what's ailing you and just remove the part surgically, put a new one in, and away you go. Just as if it is, your spleen. And there we have it.
Spleen.
I'm not sure you can replace a spleen. Maybe not. Come to think of it.
I want a pretzel, please. We have bar snacks tonight. Not that I made, but I purchased them.
Somebody made them. I think Lutz made these.
Thank you.
As a matter of fact, that sounds like a great idea.
Pretzel rod.
What's it, Ron's? Great bar snack.
A life reset button. Oh, it allows me to retain the knowledge I have. Not so fun to learn it all again.
Oh,
exactly.
Mm-hmm. The knowledge that you have, kid, that's called experience.
Oh, I love Stephen Wright.
Oh, yeah.
So funny.
Yeah, seriously.
No, the other 12.
Yeah. I can't remember anything today. I'm having a bourgeois day. So. Hey, he has that thing about my folks came over from Europe. I think we never adjusted at the time. I'll be there at midnight having breakfast, and my mother's saying, "No, that's the other 12."
Mm-hmm.
We were doing something recently where I was playing a lot of comedy records because we were very captive, and I think that's the time when you're actually listening. And I whipped out the Emo Phillips first record,
oh my God,
which is pretty damn hilarious. So, gotta say, he had something going on in the period, and that is now 40 years ago.
That is so weird.
Weird but true. Here we are, kid. What this world needs is a good 5-cent pretzel. So, good stuff.
We should bring some pretzels to Ohana.
Excellent idea. We can get pretzels while we're getting snacks.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good thing.
Okay. Exactly.
Not doing anything
In the living room, get my stogie.
Hey, Grizz.
Oh, The First Family, yep.
Classic. That apparently was the fastest selling record of all time until it was beaten out by another record a year later, which is actually really kind of touching. But
Lisa, is that the one that's What It Was football?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I remember
that's
that.
a single. But it was with football. He does that whole thing, the whole routine. We listen to Bob Newhart too. He's
Bob Newhart.
His early routines are classics of the genre, and he has that delivery. It really does sound like he spent the first part of his career being an accountant.
The phone calls.
It really sounds like it.
Yeah.
With the funny phone calls. Oh.
I don't remember that. I don't remember where I heard. I don't think my parents had that one, but I heard it somewhere. What it was football.
I knew about it. And I think we own it now. I think we
Do we?
managed to turn it up somewhere. And it is a real classic routine of that kind of thing.
Peter, yes. You make quesadillas.
Oh, yeah.
Quesadillas in the microwave. Can't go
Jeez.
wrong.
That's like convenience store quesadillas. You know, they got the tortillas, they got the easy cheese.
Daniel, hi!
And away you go. And boom, boom, boom. Driving instructor. Kind of classic. Oh, Daniel's here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello. Gotcha. Howdy indeed.
Yes, Julie, the driving instructor. Yes.
That's
Sorry,
hilarious.
chewing.
Sorry. Yeah, definitely. And Daniel, we have several AHA nights here. You can join us in thinking about the fact that this is like 30 days off.
Mm-hmm.
Less? Yeah. Less. Oh, man. Son of. Yeah. I knew it also a Chicago.
The room crawls and went
Chicago
from
native.
yesterday.
Oh, thank you. Hey, it's over already? Wow. How about that? Oh, well.
I will take the bubbles, please.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Newhart is such a good straight man. Yes. And the thing about the Bob Newhart show, well, no. Yeah, Bob Newhart show. Not Newhart in the 80s, although this also applies to Newhart in the 80s.
Also true.
He surrounded himself with amazing people.
You put together an ensemble.
So he did not have that kind of ego that was like, no one on this show could be funnier than me. He surrounded himself with funny people.
Hilarious people.
And he was also funny, and
well, I think
it was better for it.
I think he was taking a cue from Jack Benny, with whom he was obviously familiar.
Yes.
You create a great ensemble. You don't have to be the funny person. You could be very straightforward in what you're doing. And of course, Jack was just the king of reactions. Something absurd happens, and he's just ready with that look. That's all you need to know.
Oh my gosh, Peter, Mike and Elaine, yes. So good. Peter's mentioning Mike and Elaine, which is Mike Nichols and Elaine May.
Yeah, that's all.
So amazing.
Their stuff is all improv, and they will just choose a pretty off-color topic and go with it.
Yes, Larry
and
Darryl.
They just do this for about 5 minutes on the record, and it's just really amazing the places they go. They're really, really great improv people. And
yes, and the best
directors.
series-ending joke ever, Julie. You were correct.
Yeah, true
yes.
too. True too.
Okay, so all I did was some bitters, and I'm just adding my bubbles.
Champagne cocktail, more or less.
I've had enough ardent spirits for the evening.
I don't need to be on fire.
Does anyone say ardent spirits anymore?
You just did.
Me?
Oh, besides you, I've heard the term being used. It is not typically done.
It's very like 30s.
It's very 30s. It reminds me of the fact that there is a liquor on the market that is simply a category called aguardiente, which you will find from South American manufacturers, which literally translates as farm water.
Yes, Nichols and May are so funny, Peter.
Yeah, they're bloody hilarious. They're really bloody hilarious. And I think
that's Mike Nichols, the director.
And it's Elaine May, the director.
Yeah, yes, and Elaine May, the director.
But yeah. But that's they made I think 2 or 3 albums for Mercury, and then there was like a hits and greatest of those, and they're pretty damn funny.
Oh my gosh, for real, Errol? Errol says my brothers-in-law are Meryl and Daryl. Really? I love that.
Yeah, I think that's the kind of thing you just have to live with. There. I think Errol, Meryl, and Daryl. And you're like, my parents, and then my in-laws actually did that, didn't they? Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
And you're like, yeah, I'll be out back. You take care of yourself. I gotta go chop some wood. Seriously, what the hell are you people thinking?
I know.
Well, wasn't there in your family? Wasn't there the one who was like all the vowels with the names?
Oh, my great grandmother,
mm-hmm.
Ori.
Who was Ori?
But yeah, no, her parents, all of their children and they had many, many children. All of their first names started with O, and they were 4 letters and ended with IE. So it was like Ori, Opie, Oni, OC. Yeah.
Odie. That's a pretty good one. Odie and
probably.
Odie.
I don't know.
OC, you said? OC?
I don't know how many kids they had, but many. And
I
they
got
were
10
all
fingers.
O.
O-I-E.
other letter, O consonant, I-E.
It's kind of like they're thinking, we can't be bothered with coming up with names. It's going to be the same damn thing. All right, just change.
Which is like, I
change
feel
the
like that
letters.
was very kind of contemporary of them, because that seems kind of like, I don't know, Instagrammable of them.
Oh, like
to
contemporary,
do.
like now.
Yeah, like
It is
it
pretty
seems like
Instagrammable.
very something like people would do now.
If they only had a mass communication device at the time.
Dweezil Moonian hit.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Bingo.
Hi, Pepper Tree. Good to see you.
Pepper Tree. Woohoo.
Thank you for dropping by.
Yeah, Ahmet actually has a rather ordinary Middle Eastern name. It's funny.
Kitsch heads. I love that.
Yeah, Jeds. Mm-hmm.
Kitsch heads. Kitsch heads. Roly poly kitsch heads.
Kitsch heads. Eat them up, yum. Dweezil. I don't know what Dweezil was named after. And actually,
Sounds made up.
Moon Unit is just kind of a great phrase from the period.
Or you can name all your kids George. Yes, like George Foreman.
George.
Julie, good one.
I do remember hearing from the real Frank Zappa book, which is an entertaining read.
Snort.
That I don't know why Moon Unit was named as such, except that Frank was weird and his wife was weirder. But Moon's first word was warp, and warp is the sound of editing tape when you're rocking the reels back and forth. Cut, splice, away you go.
Her first word was warp.
Warp. So there you go.
Is that real or is that apocryphal?
This came straight from Frank. So I'm like, if he's saying it, I don't think he's making it up.
Warp.
That's the thing. You could always ask Moon herself and see what she says. She's about our age, as a matter of fact.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. But anyway, your first word.
Warp.
You know, because she was sitting there while Dad was editing tape. Isn't that great? Hilarious stuff. Having done a lot in terms of backwards tape, I can say warp is the word.
Schnurzel Demagmig.
Demagamig.
Hey, Eric, I've had a couple of drinks. I can't pronounce that.
You know, if I have a few more drinks, I think I'll definitely be saying Shorzel Demaganging. But for sure. So, I believe my first two words were cookie and shoe. I had my priorities.
Aww.
Excellent footwear, and of course a little dessert. Truth is, the fact is that some 50 odd years later, and then some.
You still like cookies?
I still like both things. I still believe in excellent pastries and good footwear.
I thought grace was the word.
Oh, but definitely, grease is the word in certain circumstances. Grease is the word when you're trying to pair wine with Twinkies.
I have my baby book, and
Yes,
I
you do.
believe my first word was da.
Da.
Like my dad.
Da. Da as in father, as in
Da.
like what you would call your father in Ireland, or da as in yes in Russian.
Yeah, I was a prodigy. I was speaking Russian.
Yeah, I'm not so sure your father,
Da.
your soldier father would have been thinking
Dad.
too much of da in Russian. No. But he would have said, "Oh wow, what do we know? The kid's a prodigy." Mm-hmm.
Oh, Eric says my burgers are done.
Oh, excellent.
That's like
Please.
my kitschkis are stripped.
Yes, strip your kitschis. Please to attend to the burgers. Remember, a slice of American cheese or whatever you got. Whatever you got.
You're so weird tonight.
I'm well, he's making burgers. Peter's talking
you could
about
do cheddar.
We can cheddar.
You could
Peter was
do
talking about American cheese. That's
pepper
all.
jack.
Honestly, I don't really keep American cheese around here, but a pepper jack I definitely keep.
Pepper jack. I don't know. Mix it up.
Mm.
Swiss, even.
Swiss, I would take on a burger. So.
My first word was hot. So I was always trying to mess with the stove. Oh, Nick.
You.
Jeez.
You're the one.
Oh
You're
my
the one.
God.
I believe there was a story in my family where my mother had a stack of dishes on top of the stove that she was trying to put away, and she
Ooh,
turned.
yum.
She turns away, and then she starts hearing this popping noise, and it's because my sister reached up and turned the stove on, and dishes started going. So much for the good china.
Oh my God.
Thanks, kid. You just cost me $100.
Doug is working on pork chops for dinner along with grilled green beans and roasted potatoes. Oh, Pepper Tree, you're overachievers. I heated up leftover soup.
Let's see. I'm doing the math on that. That'll be about an hour, maybe. We'll be there. I'll see you in an hour. Yeah.
American cheese on a burger is not unheard of. I know. It was just like, he's so weird tonight. You're a little bizarre tonight.
Oh well, you know.
This.
Speaking of Zappa,
a little weird.
Well, it's because Peter mentioned American cheese inside a tortilla, you know, which is a very
that is good.
convenience food sort
That
of
is
thing.
good.
Yeah, it's very easy. But honestly, the thing I would probably have on hand is Swiss. We will keep that on hand.
Am I the only person who uses tortillas with the burgers?
No.
No, Peter,
Absolutely
isn't that
not.
just like a...
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
That's
I don't know what it's called, but it's a thing.
Definitely a thing.
If you use one and wrapped it up, it would be a wrap.
Or a burger taco. You know, take your pick. However you wrap it. But at the end of the day, very flat.
I know, roasted
cornbread.
potatoes. That sounds so good, right?
Roasted potatoes are awesome. Didn't we have those?
Doug is an overachiever.
In the spring when we made the turkey, I threw the potatoes in there, and they all just like fried up in the turkey fat. Oh, that's the way to go.
That was good.
You gotta make use of that stuff. I still have that turkey fat. I made gravy recently.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that was really
so
good.
Easy, so good. And I tell you what,
he is good that way.
Oh, you got to save the fat. When you make a duck, it renders a ton of it. But really, I think the king of them all is mutton. Mutton will render a huge amount of fat, and you save it, and you just use it and fry up everything in it.
Oh, pierogies, yum!
So good.
Oh, I'm so spoiled. Oh.
Boom. I'm actually going to do.
I love that.
A honest to Pete. Peter is here. Champagne cocktail.
Okay.
Because we happen to have these.
Look at the sugar right there.
Happen to have the cubes. These are bitters infused, so we're all ready to go. Boom, 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 boom. Now, are these the ones that have the grapefruit? These are grapefruit too. Okay. So you should have
some that
these.
don't have grapefruit. Here, these are the ones that don't.
They're
it's
gone.
empty. Why is that here?
I don't know. I don't know where else to put it.
Let's leave some garbage behind the bar.
I am going to go for my next experiment. Please, Van Helsing. There we go. Oh, let the demon out of the bottle.
I was like, oh, we'll just use this completely empty tube.
Yeah, and I managed to get sugar all over the top of the bar because...
Ooh, there's a place in Chicago that makes fries and duck fat. Oh. Oh, we made a coconut doppelganger on our show today. Oh, my God. I got to go back and watch. Pepper Tree.
That was just this past Monday,
Wow.
All right. So.
I got to go back and watch.
I feel this needs more bitters. I will take the bitters, please. I think it's grapefruit infused and not bitters infused. I have the bitters.
Oh, Dimes Martini King's CD showed up today, too.
Excellent.
I love it.
Dueling Martini Kings. That's awesome. That is so great. That you can listen. You can
still include Abby Normal.
Abby who?
Abby Normal?
I put an abnormal brain in an 8-foot monster? Are you insane, man?
Don't bogart those bubbles, my friend.
Hey, I gotta get around this fizz. That's a lot of head, I'm telling you. Wait for it.
Okay, coconut rum, pineapple rum, falernum, fresh lime juice, agave, and bitters.
There you go.
What's not to like?
There you go. Now you're rocking falernum. Wow.
I love it.
Excellent. That sounds very well balanced, as a matter of fact.
Paul, you sound like that one character on the computer version of Operation
Dr. Klaus
von Puckenheimer.
I tell you, only the classics.
That sounds so good, Pepper Tree.
Well, after all, my maiden name is Frankenstein.
Your maiden name?
No, I didn't know what to say.
Back when you were a maiden?
Never been a maiden. Can't tell you. I want another one of these, too. Speaking of people talking about good food and I'm getting munchy.
All right, Pepper Tree. I'm screenshotting your recipes.
Yep, there you go. You can all make it at home.
Screenshot. Got it.
Unlike what they usually say, I'm going to tell you, folks, try this at home. That is very straightforward. Those are excellent proportions. This
I have the AC on. I feel like
I
need to go grab a fan.
I think I was wondering if we should have the fan on. Yeah.
No, not that fan. Like
You
a
want a little bit of air?
hand fan. Well, yeah, put it on, but
Why not? Got it right here.
no, that's too close to the bar. I won't feel a thing. There you go. Tilt it up, please. Thank you. Oh, so much better. You suddenly like 1,000 degrees in this house.
I was thinking to myself, it's feeling
You need a
slightly
fan.
warm.
I'm actually cold. Eric says, oh, yeah.
You know?
Lisa is fixing her auto mistake. Oh, wait, what? Oh, no.
Oh, no. Mm.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez, Lisa.
Oh,
That's
bonus, folks.
We knew what you meant. Oh,
Yeah.
56
Yeah.
there. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is here. Oh, you know what? I can tell you.
The Stewart temperature is probably low 60s at this point.
It is.
It was kind of cool this morning, and I think it's
It
blown off and
is
got back
right
down.
now.
Got to be quite warm. 60.
60 and drizzle.
Not surprised. Oh, yeah, it is drizzling by now. Not surprised it was 56 where you are. And that's pretty close to what we got. It was really like nice and cool this morning. Had a jacket on. Later on, I didn't really need it, but you know what? What else? I'm good. It's fantastic. Exactly what I expect out of the end of May. We had some fantastically hot days so far, and it's going to be like that. So there you go.
For me, it's all about the watering.
Yeah.
Do I water? Do I not water? Etc.
The plants live outside, so if we give them water, but then they get drenched, we got to watch it.
Oh, Daniel, hovering over the ironing board. Yeah. That is warm.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
Hail a couple of days ago.
Oh, hail.
No joke. Mm-hmm. Oh, Pepper Tree, please. We would love next week's cocktail.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I mean, this is awesome, so we're really glad for other ideas. We're just working the bubbles tonight because, I mean, I found a fun thing to do to begin with, and then I said, well, I could go with some really complicated Don Beach drink, or I could just drink some bubbles. So there we go. Next week, another complicated Don Beach drink. Mm-hmm. Bubbles? I always recommend bubbles. And they're very good. It's been a long day. I've been wrangling some severe stupidity with people who are trying to get information out of my company, and they're asking for stupid things. I will not go into details.
I'm going to grab a non-grapefruit sugar cube while you riff with that.
We will. That would mean I'd have to go into detail, which I don't intend to do. But I will say that I'm getting a lot of requests these days for some pretty dumb things, and it's all in the name of like anti-money laundering stuff or know your customer. Well, you should know your customer, okay? And it's reasonable to ask for things which are publicly available, etc. Oh, there you go. And some of the things they're asking for are really kind of stupid. And I'm just 1 second away from telling these people that.
Oh, geez. St. Louis, the golf ball sized.
Oh,
ugh.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
I've heard of that. You get that corridor, which like kind of centers around Texas, Oklahoma, where you will get hail that is like hail, like serious, meteorite-sized hail.
Meet up at Otto's next week. Oh, Otto's in the city, Peter?
Oh, hello.
Oh my gosh, my daughter showed us her daughter's drawings. It was a couch. The caption was, "My mom's cook." Oh no! Oh, Errol. Oh no.
Wow. Uh-oh.
We need to work on your spelling. Oh, jeez.
Well,
right. I'm also making a champagne cocktail. Hi, Clinton. Good to see you.
Just saw you pop up. Yeah, it's always fun when the kids have some interesting variations on the spelling, and you have to say, okay. Yeah.
Reminds me of a story I would only tell in person because it's not my story to tell. But
It is not. But when you see us and you want to talk about the couch, we will provide. So.
Soaking my sugar cube.
Soak your sugar cube appropriately.
My non-grapefruited sugar cube.
Mine is fruited. Hers cannot be. I actually am thinking about the drinks which start with a bitters.
Joy, thank you. I appreciate that.
And there are a few, as a matter of fact.
And hi, Joy, by the way. Thank you for joining us.
Joy. I'm so glad to see you here. Yes. Join the crowd, please. Draw some comments.
Yes, Otto's in the city. Wow, Peter, okay.
Well,
Wait, yeah, let's just make sure we have our days right. Because I know there's a day where Paul's volunteering,
It's not that.
which
But
might. Let's coordinate dates, Peter.
let's coordinate dates.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, let's talk.
Let's coordinate
It
dates.
is not that date, but we suddenly have things happening in June because we're up on June.
Spelling
and it's starting
is
to fill up.
fundamental.
One
Yeah, it is.
has to be careful. Autocorrect loves to throw those ringers out there, and then you'll type something just totally wrong, and it accepts it, and you think, why didn't you just spell it right? That's what you're all about, man.
Peter, are you going to Jet Set on Sunday? And any local folks, Jet Set is having a marketplace on Sunday.
Hello.
Jet Set in Newburgh, New York.
We have played that before.
Some of our favorite people are vending there.
They're going to
So
have some good stuff.
please show up if you're in the area. We'll be there. We'd love to see. We're not vending. We're not vending, but we're going to hang out.
If you're seeing us and you say, hey, I'd like another wine glass, see me at the car.
We can go out to the car.
We can go out to the back. We can go out to the car. But we're not actually vending indoors, and I'm not going to make a big deal about it because everybody else
Lost Lake,
so
2 ounces white rum, half ounce maraschino. So first we got Campari. Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds good.
Baby.
Oh my gosh, screenshot that.
I think I have made things in a similar vein, but not that. Not that. Now we're gonna take a look at that. Oh boy.
This is gonna overflow.
I think we actually have everything except for the maraschino, which we can acquire.
I know, we gotta pick up maraschino.
I found that we can locally get some that's made in Croatia.
Next week's cocktail.
It's a better price than the other one. Somebody has it's very good maraschino. So
we need to get together and do a
cooperative. Hello, just saying. Yeah, seriously, because among other things, we have done the one actual co-op before.
And, Nick,
and
I get it.
Oh yeah.
We've done the Pride Parade in New York. I get it. Yeah.
Seriously.
The Pride Parade in New York often interferes with Ohana, and I believe this year is no exception.
No exception. Seriously. Yeah. Yeah, this is that happens every year. And I'm actually part of the group at work that is the LGBTA group. And every year they're like, who's going to march? I'm like, I can't. I'm at this thing.
Ohana, so.
And we know people
But there was one year that it was not the same week.
Yeah, it actually staggered and things could happen.
And we were able to do it.
We know a great couple who always does the Pride Parade and they can never do Ohana. I'm like,
I know.
Oh, man.
They're total tiki files, but they're like, it's Pride.
You would 100% synchronize with Ohana and you need to do this. And it's like, you got the parade. Everything happens the same weekend. Seriously, people.
Yes, Pepper Tree, let us know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, exactly. Love to go, but I'm vending at Ohana and I've got to get stuff made. I know, it's all these things are the same weekend.
Stuff has to happen, man. Stuff has to happen.
I feel like so many people who are at Pride I would love to see at Ohana,
love it.
So many people who are at Ohana would like to march in Pride parades. So
I mean,
what is one to do?
The crowd's sensibilities overlap at that point.
For sure.
Many people who would appear, I think virtually anybody who would appear at Pride will look at Ohana and say, OMG, I'm there.
Yeah.
And then a hell of a lot of people who show up to Ohana would say, oh, totally. I would do that. I would do that because it's a friendly crowd. It's a good thing. People are here to party a bit. So.
I love it. Mixed drink grab bag. Everyone brings a recipe and some booze.
Some booze.
Nothing wrong with that.
I was just noting about our collaborations with Pepper Tree.
Ohana Pride Parade.
I was just noting about our collaborations with Pepper Tree. I just want to get a sentence out that we have done the one online before, but we've also done the one episode, but we've also done the 24-hour broadcast.
Yes.
With which was provided awesome stuff. So yes.
I love this idea.
Hey, I think we got a thing going on. We've had some such fun ideas have happened during broadcast, and then we actualize. It might take a few weeks to get it together, but we can do it. We can do it. And by the way, in the future,
Albany Pride is June 9th.
June 9th.
Okay.
In future, we will have more. You're coming your way from Rumbar Records because we have been provided with some materials because Lou has some stuff. Lou's got the brew to do you through. And love to feature. He's just signing such great groups, and they're just kicking it so hard these days. Just awesome. So yeah, but definitely, and everything rocks. He just signs rockers. That's it, man. Some of them are like kind of easygoing. Some of them are just
Love
like
this.
balls to the wall. But Rum Bar, I celebrate in Carrot Catalog.
I know. Well, we have a lot of new
We happen to have-
Rum Bar
Yep.
releases too.
We have a lot of historical Rum Bar. We have a lot of new Rum Bar, and like that catalog just keeps on going. Can't keep it down. I tell you, it's good stuff.
Hi, Dawn. Good to see
Hey, Dawn.
you.
Awesome. Oh yeah, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
We have definitely done stuff with tamarind, and I don't think we've done soursop per se.
Oh,
That's
pepper
something
tree.
to
I love
check
it.
out. That's a very unique kind of flavor. Pineapple coconut, we used to buy the mix from which manufacturer? There was like organic juice. Who is it? It'll come to me.
Not Knudsen.
Knudsen, yes.
Knudsen.
Does a pineapple coconut, which
Yes.
is like organic juice,
So
blah, blah, blah.
good.
Premix, ready to go. You can just pour a few of those bottles with some rum and you make this huge punch. Everybody happy.
Pepper tree. I love it. Oh, of East Bay. Yep.
Oh, now you're
Love
talking.
it.
Now you're
Love it.
talking. Boom, baby. We've definitely worked with, the other thing is the frozen pulp. If you're trying to make these syrups that are a little hard to find otherwise, then your frozen pulps aisle, which has the stuff from the various manufacturers, Lafay is a favorite, will get you things like passion fruit,
Oh, Nick. Yeah. Let us
Mango.
know. Let us know if you got the dates. mixed up.
blackberry. These are all fun. They're pretty inexpensive, and you just mix them 1-to-1 with the sugar syrup. Bang. There you go. All of the hurricanes that you want. And that's just one drink out of many. So, yes, the actual like New York Pride is a Sunday as well. And it goes really long and late. So you really got to be prepared, as I recall. We did that one year because it did not coincide.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn it, we're doing it. We did. And it was an all-day sucker. I was thinking, boy, the one thing I forgot was not water. It was not snacks. It was a flask. Next
Although
time,
we did pre-game at
did pre-game.
Trailer Park.
Yeah, we did. We had some pretty cheap
Oh,
margaritas.
passion fruit too. Oh, Dawn.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Go with the passion. I've seen some great,
Yeah.
great passion fruit juice in bottles at our local Latin market. They're just.
I mean, look at
pulling
the
off a wear.
ingredients list, but assuming everything was great.
Some of them have a
Do
lot of
it.
sugar, and some of them do not.
Exactly.
So it's really important to bear that in mind because
Hi,
passion
Robbie.
fruit juice should not
Good
be
to
super sweet.
see you.
Yep.
Yoo-hoo!
You.
No, my grandmother always used to say that. She'd
Yeah.
pull up at her parents' place and be like, yoo-hoo!
Yeah. Hey, folks, we're here.
I love it. You just made me so happy with that.
Yes. I
Yoo-hoo!
remember the yoo-hoo. You know?
Do you?
Well, I've never heard it in person, but I remember talking about it. That's very charming. But I remember people who would just like, show up and say hi. Umesh, that's actually a Mexican brand.
Yep.
They come with the Tetra Pak cartons. They are shelf stable. They will last a really long time until you pop them.
Oh, yeah. Or we have a great Asian market and a great
Yeah.
Indian market.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got, we have an Asian market, an Indian market, and a Latin market. This is the
I
area
know.
we
We're
live in.
spoiled for markets.
I am pretty happy with all of these ingredients because if I want rose water, Indian market, and it's really good, it's really cheap.
Yeah.
They use it in so many things. This should not be an expensive product, which I believe about all of these things. And passion fruit syrup or passion fruit pulp, it should be available frozen wherever you go. But you probably have to go to the Latin market and find it. There's a lot of brands
maybe.
actually out there doing it. Our supermarket tends to have it. So that's a good thing. But your supermarket may not. You might have to search around. But if you want to make the syrup, you start with the pulp. If you wanted to do juice, I don't recommend you find passion fruits and juice them. No less an authority than Beach Bum Berry actually tried that once, spent a ton of money, and got like a thimble of juice.
Lisa made her own
It's so
rose
silly.
water.
Oh, wow. Interestingly enough, outside
Wow, that's overachieving.
our wild rosebud is producing flowers, and I kind of thought I should harvest the flowers and do something with them.
Okay.
But I think it's a lot of work, and I don't know what's going to happen. But I really appreciate that somebody has made rose water here. Wow,
Yeah, the passion fruit pulp, 100%.
seriously. Frozen passion fruit, says Daniel. Yes, I bet ours does too. I don't think we don't go to that
Alcoholic
section too
horchata.
often, but
we
yeah.
haven't. an alcoholic horchata.
Well,
I
horchata
love
is
horchata.
easy to make. It's very refreshing, and if you wanted a shot of booze,
Mm-hmm.
I think our neighbors would approve. So there you go.
They have a bar in the store, Don.
Flip my wig.
I
What?
love that. Oh.
That's actually almost as good as having a bar in the laundromat. That's kind of perfect. I tell you.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Our supermarkets can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know. New York.
Yeah, I know.
New York. Am I right?
I'm telling you. But Ohio, where Don is, has booze in the supermarket. That just means that your legislators are a little
Oh, Peter says, I do
forward-looking.
recommend the Peruvian hot sauce from the Latin market. Peter, do you remember the name?
Yep, because our local Latin market has hot sauces that are this. Yeah, see, you can't even see my left arm here, that wide. It's just huge. It goes on and on. It has an unbelievably large selection of soy sauce.
Bars in the grocery store.
Yeah.
Stupid New York liquor laws. Nick, yes.
Hello. Why not, man?
Because
You're
New
shopping.
York.
Why shouldn't you have like
Because New York.
your cart should have a cup holder where you put your Mai Tai. You're going to be there for a couple of hours getting all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. If you're wrangling Rugrats, you need the Mai Tai.
Completely from scratch.
Just
not
saying.
Adding vodka to horchata. I love horchata, so that would be amazing.
We could try that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't think it's particularly difficult to make. But there are some great brands on the market pre-mixed. But you can check it. I think you go to certain markets where they will actually kind of make it in-house and just have it. Or in, on premises.
We're all drinks here in Chicago.
No, drunks, one of those things.
I feel like we are in New York, but we have to pretend we're not. Oh no, we're not all drinks.
Well, currently, of course, alcohol is legal within the state of New York for adults. But what? Yeah,
that's not new, but
that has been for in fact 90 years. However, what has not been for 90 years is the other substances which are suddenly legal, and man, that's everywhere. So I start to think,
you're going to buy more stuff if you're buzzed. And I have to say that, like, we went to anytime we go to a marketplace, like for example at Jet Set, it's coming Sunday.
What's Jet Set selling?
And you can
drinks and food.
You can order a Mai Tai.
Just saying.
And then you can go shop.
What's Jet Set?
One might be more kindly inclined to part with one's hard-earned cash.
You will be better lubricated with lubricant, and that's what they sell, and they're right.
I just remember one time we went to this was so much fun. It was actually a benefit. For City Opera.
Oh yeah.
In New York City. And it was at a thrift store. And they had Varla Jane Merman performing, the drag queen. Save some for a baby. And among the celebrities, Fred Schneider was there. And I waited in line for the restroom behind Fred Schneider. It was so much fun. I bought Paula's shirt there.
Yes. I believe I saw
it. There was a great Hawaiian shirt that I bought for him. That was so much fun. But it is, let's face it, can we get real? It is a lot more fun to shop if you've had a drink or two.
As an adult. But yes, that's what we're talking about. As always on this show.
As an adult.
Well,
I usually shop as an adult, and it is way more fun when you've had a drink.
Having a drink as an adult is what I'm talking about. And the fact is, we don't actually put a restriction on this show that says no kids should be watching this. I just think there's nothing here for you. So if you stumble across this show and you're like underage, sorry, we don't really do content for 15-year-olds.
Glendora knows all too well. Late night QVC, a MasterCard, and a box of wine are a dangerous combination.
Damn it.
Glendora sees you.
They call it the quality value channel for a reason.
Hard-earned cash. Hard labor for it. Buyer's remorse. I know that's what a good return policy will do for you, though.
the simple fact is, I think that that's been the case with
Although
certain online vendors for some years now.
It is kind of funny though, people who shop tipsy, and then the next year like, what did I order?
What did I do? Well, it's like the very similar to the folks who suddenly end up with like 10 boxes of cookies, and they realize they were talking about it while they were having a few, and like
Alexa,
their little device decided to say, sure, I'll order you 40 boxes of cookies. Sure, I'll do that with overnight delivery.
Alexa.
Yeah, you gotta watch out with Alexa and such things. We don't have such things. We do have Bluetooth speakers, and we have a camera on the front of the house.
Alexa is crafty.
Which tells me who's creeping up on our house. Who was creeping up on the house at about 2
Or
p.m.
stick around, kid, and learn something. Exactly, Dime.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have kids, so no one has to send child protective services. But
no,
I'm with you a little bit. Like I turned out fine.
I was good.
I turned out fine.
Hey, question. Who was creeping around the door around 2 p.m.? Because I heard some noise and I got a ping. And I took a look and I was like, I can't see
It was
anything.
probably me.
Oh,
I
you?
would have to check the mail.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains things.
Wait, what was that?
What? You got a thing? I need to investigate?
I saw a light moving. It's not a UFO because it was way too low.
We're getting into it.
But I feel like someone's out there with a red light and it's creeping me out.
I'll investigate.
Okay, please do.
Where's the firearm? Oh, we don't own one.
We don't own one. There was a Girl Scout selling cookies at Tiki V's Christmas party. Oh my God!
Hello.
Was that at Kowloon, Nick? That is hilarious. I feel like someone needs to hire Girl Scouts to come sell cookies at Ohana because they would clean up.
At that joint? You got it.
As long as it wasn't at a bachelor party. Oh, I know. Oh. Paul's saying I'm investigating, but he's just standing at the window with a flashlight. There was someone out there with a red light. Dare I send him outside to figure out what's going on?
People better not be screwing the property. I'm just saying.
He's going out, but I feel like if one of us is going to go out, I'm meaner than he is. If someone's going to, not that he can't defend our home, but I'm meaner than he is. So if someone's going to take someone down. Good night, Peter. Thank you for joining us. I hope you get into Ohana. You would love it. Oh, gee. Okay, I'm missing comments. Wait, Don says, I bought a can of horchata, which said rice and horchata, but it did not have almonds. It does have peanuts, cocoa powder, and cinnamon. I don't know what Moro is. It was kind of good, kind of chocolatey, cinnamony. Well, that sounds good. Okay. There's nothing there that's scaring me. The enablers have a junior member. Oh, Daniel! Really? Will the junior member be at Ohana? I love that. Oh, live stream on Tupperware. Oh my gosh, we have a yard sale that people do every year, really near our house, and every year they have really great Tupperware. I do not know where it's coming from because they seem to dig up more every year, and they're selling it for like 25 cents, like pennies on the dollar. Oh, she's only 16. Oh, but good for her. One time I was out and saw some light in the corner of my eye. Then I saw someone seemed to be pointing a laser pointer on the trees above me from the city steps below. Okay, Eric, that's a little weird, but all right. I'm weird unless you're a cat. Picturing you running and tackling a stranger, then standing over them and telling them to get out. This is a priceless image. This is the whole thing with Paul and me. Like, Okay, you know what? He's got the upper body strength over me and whatnot, but I'm like, but I'm just meaner. He would like, oh, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. And I'm like, nope, nope. What was it? Do you know? He's back. Hold on. Stand by. What's up? You're still alive.
Didn't see anything.
He didn't see anything. There was a red light out that window. The only window that has no curtain drawn.
Was it moving around?
It was there and then it like went. Zhurp.
I don't know. Might have been headlights.
It was not a UFO because it was way too low for
reflections. I can't tell.
Lisa is also meaner. I said, I'm meaner than you. You might have more upper body strength, but I'm meaner.
True, that's just genetics. But attitude is something else entirely.
Oh, she's Dave's daughter. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Oh, Dave Ball's daughter. Yeah, I can kind of believe that. But yeah, funny.
An identified rolling object. No one was there today. That's the thing. I don't know.
We're getting into a particular, sphere, which might sound like what's happening in Ohana. I will simply say that in my time, I have seen plenty of unidentified objects flying around. Did I think they contained little green men? No. Have I seen anything that I couldn't identify? Yeah. Did I think it was kind of weird? Maybe. Only once did I think it was really, really weird, but ultimately it turned out to be nothing. So.
Oh, yes, satellite. I love horchata. So good.
Hikaru seeds.
From Taste Atlas. Oh. Yum.
Oh. Yes, Wilson. Oh, yeah. Wow, that's a thing. Hello.
EV motorcycle taillight. Well, it was literally in our neighbor's driveway, except no one lives there.
I was in the driveway.
He was right there.
Well, it could have been a reflection in the window.
Of some weird red light for just a second?
Because you could have, like, back there, a light could pop on and reflect, and it'd be, like, on and off.
It was in our neighbor's driveway, and no one lives there.
Somebody hit the remote and, like, turned off the car. I don't know. Hard to say. All I can say is that I took a look outside there, and I didn't find anything, Pilgrim, so.
We've seen some odd things. This was, I mean, whatever, but it was low. It was automobile level, not UFO level in the sky, but still.
Nobody next door today.
Nobody's there.
I mean, people appear from time to time, and there's a guy who's taking care of the property to a T. Boy, is he working. And I'm glad to have neighbors like that. But I'm thinking about, like, certain areas of the country.
Errol. It's a weird thing in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hear stories. Some of it sounds like, I don't know, and some of it sounds like, yeah, that's kind of weird. I remember...
I've never heard of horchata that's not almond. Dawn?
Yeah, horchata is typically almond. Originally, it was designed to be able to be barley milk, but it's been a long time since those days.
Okay.
These days, it's made out of almonds. So you could make all sorts of things into milk. These days, oat milk is popular.
The more you know.
The more you know. The more you know. Gotta say. What was I thinking of in terms of weird things? Oh, when we were...
Who even knows?
When we
so
were
many weird things in
crossing the country the last time that we had actually driven out, and this is going to be more than 10 years. And no, I think it's exactly 10 years, and we're driving across New Mexico. Of all stretches of territory, New Mexico is long and wide, and there are no streetlights. So after hours, you're I don't care if nothing's coming down from outer space. I'm seeing UFOs. I mean, just like weird things in the sky, you're seeing the Milky Way. It's really pitch black out there. And it's the kind of section of the country where you think, yeah, people would see stuff like that.
So it's like milk.
Yeah, well, it probably is. I mean,
a
lot of things are. I mean, because horchata is generally based on a rice milk. So.
Are we talking about us with Paul and Kelly? Oh!
Oh, it all depends. You don't necessarily have to have seen Weird Things with
Are we
us.
doing... When are we doing movie night?
Who's asking?
Eric. I would do movie night.
How we do it?
Probably not tonight.
Actually, you two gentlemen chimed in that you could help make that happen because we're not exactly there yet, but I bet it's not that hard. And I bet you can make it happen.
I am all about doing movie night.
Love it. MST3K comes to life. I think that is us right here.
Oh, wait, you can't do that anymore.
Why?
Because they went crazy.
Who? MST?
Yeah.
Oh, well, nobody says you need to do them exactly. We're not trying to imitate anything. But if you want to make comments on stupid movies, we got them.
You don't want to mess with Indian crowns. Oh, you said that just makes me think of Poltergeist.
No. That makes you think of another movie with Indian burial grounds. Poltergeist is a cemetery. Indian burial grounds is a different Stephen King concept.
But Poltergeist was...
Not a Native American burial ground.
I think it was.
It was a cemetery. Whereas, if you're thinking...
A burial ground is a cemetery.
Yes, but not necessarily Native Americans. If you want to talk that, then you're talking Pet Cemetery.
Oh,
no, yeah,
Stephen
there you
King.
go. Because in order to reanimate, he has to go to the... And away we go.
I don't want to be buried in a pet cemetery.
I don't think I got the last drop. Oh, boy.
You can have a sip of mine if you want.
I'm good.
It was okay. Was it cheap?
It was a good price. It was a very good price.
You know, I'm kind of on that brand, but it was okay.
The simple fact is I would not mess with Indian interment territory the way...
Oh, okay. Doug says check your email for the tiki crawl. Okay, thank you, Pepper Tree.
Thank you.
I will.
I think we're talking about it. I'm thinking about the concept of don't mess with that. And I'm thinking that I would not mess with that the way that I would not mess with the demon in the box. The demon in the box?
The demon in the box.
The demon in the box is at the Witchcraft Museum in Cleveland. And it has been there inside the box since 1970. And people are always asking the museum, how much would it cost you to open the box? And they're like, we can't do it.
They're trying to bribe them.
Yeah, we can't do it. And the price keeps going up and up and up. And I think there is no price. You cannot open the box. Because you know what's going to happen? And you know what? I'm not going to open the box either. Because you know what's going to happen? Nothing. You will see thin air. Oh, well. And then things will happen. And people will be saying, I told you so. And I don't care what's what. Don't open the box. That's a real simple thing in life. That was, very good.
All right.
So that's the story about the Witchcraft Museum, which is actually on the back of my head. So there you go. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, Errol.
No. Yeah.
Pet Cemetery is hard to watch.
It's kind of tough, you know.
Well, only it's okay until,
you know,
if you've seen Pet Cemetery, you know what I'm talking about.
All we need to say is that Stephen King is extremely hard on his characters. His characters suffer so much. Oh man.
Hi, Eric Tiki. Good to see you.
But I'm just thinking, like, you know, Zombie Bird. Oh boy.
The Cracker Jacks are still. Don't open the box.
Free toy inside. Don't worry about the toy. I'll buy you a toy. Don't open the box. Seriously, don't open the box. No. Ellen. Oh.
And they were super serious about it too. That's the thing.
Yeah. But like,
the Kelly's part is hard to watch. Exactly.
I tell you.
Don't mess with anything that has to do with Oklahoma Indian burial grounds. It's weird. I get it. Message received.
I will simply say that as non-superstitious as I am, why would I be disrespectful to somebody's actual interment procedures? I would think you've done it, that there's a reason for it. Leave it alone.
Exactly.
If you messed with my grandparents' barrel, I think you were crude. So that's it's tit for tat. It's very level ground here, and I would not do that. I would respect what it is. Many times in history, people have not done that. They probably haven't exactly paid a price, but they've definitely paid a price for disrespect. So that's very simple. It's very simple. Why do that? Besides, you don't want to get buried in Pet Cemetery. I'm just saying.
I don't want to be buried.
Ask Stephen King. Ask the Ramones. They'll tell you. Wrong. All I can think of is no fair, no fair.
Jeez, I just remember the first time I saw Pet Cemetery, I'm like, what? Oh, what?
Cruel.
Oh. Yes.
Very cruel to his characters, really.
Oh, no. There's a cemetery in Google it near me called Burr Oak. Talk about this.
Wait a minute, I think I was hearing about that on the radio recently.
Time, no.
Oh, yeah.
Burr Oak. No.
I hear...
That's awful.
So there's a segment on the morning show I listen to, which is about weird New Jersey. And there's that author, and he actually talks about the strange areas of New Jersey. Once you get past the Applejack, you get into the Jersey Devil. You get into the, what is it, like the Flatwoods area or something. There's these weird rural areas in New Jersey where stuff's happening. This is a really small state, and it's really compact. And you think nothing could really happen? No, a lot of whack job stuff happens. There's these weird little corners. And I'm thinking about like the stories of like, the Devil Rock and like the cave, and you don't go in there, and the cemetery and the statue that weeps. And it's like, there's a lot
Hi, Gettysburg,
of that going
ma'am.
on.
Good to see you. Thank you for dropping by.
Just dropped in. Hello. Oh, yes. Well, so glad to see you. I'm glad you were successful in work. I'm glad to see you tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, anyway, go on.
Oh, yeah. Killers is a really intense picture and does play with that a lot. And I will say with owls that they freak people out because they're very quiet.
Yes.
They're kind of quiet killers. They also keep the rodent population down, so I think,
Yep.
You're my man! Definitely. I support owl houses and stuff like that. That's a good thing to be. And there's the talk about them being like spirit creatures, and I think the owls are probably behind talks of like the Flatwood monster and stuff like that, because people will get freaked out after hours when large creatures just drift down silent next to them. Whoa! It would probably freak me.
Would freak me too.
It would freak me. I'm just saying. So truth, we've been talking about sort of like paranormal phenomena again on this show.
Because why wouldn't
that
we?
happen? Why wouldn't we?
Why wouldn't we?
I don't know. Maybe we need to go in search of. I went in search of just minutes ago, and what did I find? Nothing! Absolutely nothing! So sometimes you look for the UFO, and all you find is tarmac. Really? I don't know. Sometimes it is extremely disappointing, and sometimes it's kind of weird. There's some video on YouTube you can find of the Navy taking pictures of weird stuff about 20 years ago.
I feel like there's literally nothing weird about where we live, which is good and bad.
Well, potentially there's everything weird about where we live. I think
like
Peter, who has probably had to bug off.
Peter had to bug off.
Yeah.
He has to wake up
early. You can tell
early.
us who he does.
Wake up early.
Yeah, that's his job, man.
But you were going to say.
Yes.
I feel like there's nothing weird about where we live.
I think if we dig 2 seconds below the surface, we'll find weird things.
I know, but then you have to dig.
Well, of course you have to dig.
But I mean,
yes.
Every neighborhood has its secrets. I'm just saying that I don't feel like our secrets are that.
Oh, that's strange.
Strange.
You don't think our weirdness is that weird?
No, I don't think our weirdness is that weird. I'm not talking about Paul and me.
No, we're pretty weird.
Make your own judgments of Paul and me. But I'm just thinking, like, I don't know. I just feel like the people around us are aggressively normal,
Yeah, you're
which
probably
is
right.
great if you're their neighbors.
You're probably right.
Because like they mow their lawns, they do their thing. They're awesome.
Obsessed with like
Yeah.
property care. Yeah, I can get to that.
They are obsessed with property care.
I mow my lawn. I keep the door. I keep the sconces looking
Yes.
good. You
I
know,
feel like-
I paint the front
I feel like
steps.
our neighborhood is aggressively normal, which is great if you're their neighbor, but if you're looking for like intrigue, this is not the area.
Probably not.
No.
It's not that kind of
Yeah.
thing. People
Famous
actually
last
mow
words,
there.
Julie says. I know. Julie, I know.
What? I'm kind of thinking of the film Neighbors. Kind of weird. Yeah, that's kind of weird. And there's always the cash pit, which. Oh no, it's not the cash pit. The cash pit was our store.
What am I thinking of?
Money Pit.
What am I thinking? I'm thinking of another one.
The movie The Money Pit, which is
no, that's
actually
not what I'm
hilarious.
thinking of. I'm not thinking
But
of Money Pit.
oh, not Neighbors. It's the what's the one with?
Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm looking it up. He sees what I'm searching on.
Yeah, you know what you're talking about.
Hold on.
It's not even there, but you gotta keep on going.
Nope.
About 1989, and you'll find it. I'm just saying, you gotta keep on going.
Keep on going.
What was it called?
The Burbs. The Burbs.
That's it. Yes, exactly 89. Yeah, you gotta watch The Burbs. Now you're talking
The Burbs.
Fun things happening with the neighbors.
Yeah, Pepper Tree said The Burbs.
Boom! There you go.
Like
right on target.
Joe Dante, yep.
Why am
Colonel
I
Keg, the Keg, by the way.
Why am I even bothering to look this stuff up? You looked it up. Why are you even bothering to look this stuff up? The audience knows. They know. I just need to ask you.
Just asked.
Seriously.
I didn't know you were here.
I should have asked.
Thank you for chiming in. I did not even know you were here.
Well,
but
Pepper Tree has been here, and they're like, bang.
No, I knew Pepper Tree.
Bang, 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 like just like that.
I know.
We can count on the folks from the villa. They know. They know. They know how to make hot sauce too, by the way. Oh, just checking that stuff out. Ow. So, well, I'm out of stuff, and you have all that stuff left. Look at that. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Parents. Oh, that film freaked me out.
Parents, yeah, weird. Yeah, that's pretty freaky. And oh no, you're out.
We need a beer.
We can use a beer.
I can get a beer.
Okay, if you can do that.
I can do that.
In the meantime,
I can do that.
I have a funny story about Parents. I remember when I was moving out of an apartment, I needed a roommate. I called a college buddy. Do you want to move to New York? So he did, and we found a place. We did that before we moved in. While we were looking for places, I said, let's rent some videos. I said, let's rent something light. Let's rent something heavy. We rented Parents and The Seventh Seal.
Ah.
Guess which one was light? The Seventh Seal has humor in it. Parents does not. Oh, man. But I recommend both of them, and that's actually a great double bill. It works really well. Seventh Seal is awesome. Great picture. You know, you play chess with the devil. That's the movie. If you want to play Stratega with the devil, I think Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is your movie. So, although I think it's Battleship.
I think it's Death in Bill and Ted's. I'm just saying.
Oh, it is Death. Yeah, it's not the devil. It's Death. It's Death in The Seventh Seal. That's set during the Black Death. So, it is in fact Death. I thought it was devil. No, it's not devil. It's just Death.
So.
Ping. Well. Oh, much better. You need some lubrication. And I'm thinking about these pictures, and I'm thinking about... There is something called Neighbors, but I don't think I've seen it. So it's definitely Parents, which is slightly disturbing. Great casting. Another good Randy Quaid role.
Which is the one that had Elizabeth McGovern and Kevin Bacon? That's one I'm thinking of.
Oh, she's having a baby?
Is that it?
I don't think you're thinking of that.
Hold on.
You're not thinking of Pacific Heights, are you?
I don't want to know. definitely not. I don't want to
Speaking
search
of
on
bad
Kevin
neighbors.
Bacon because I'll have to go back like
1 million movies. I'm trying to think of what is like Disturbing Neighbors kind of thing.
no.
No. Okay.
Well, no, it's her parents.
Her parents. Okay.
Hold on. Looking it up. Well, she works a lot too. She's done like a gazillion roles. Kind of hard to search on someone who's worked her entire life. Okay.
I tell you, she works in something called Kick-Ass. You gotta love that.
All right.
I love doing these quickie searches on IMDb. I'm thinking of like.
She's having a baby. That was it.
I was right. Okay.
You're correct. And it has Kevin Bacon, right?
And Disturbing Parents. Yeah, it is Kevin Bacon. Who else would it be?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon for sure.
It is 2 degrees of Kevin Bacon in
That's
that
what I'm
case.
thinking of.
Yeah.
Oh, Neighbors with Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi. Yes, so good.
Yes. I've never seen that.
I played Triple Cranko. Look, some of the home decor and parents. Yes, very mid-century modern. Yes, Daniel. Yes,
There you go.
yes.
Great quote. Where do the leftovers come from? Yeah, that is pretty good. Well, they're leftovers. What were they before they were leftovers? No answer to that one. Yeah. There's a pretty psychotic scene where he sees things he shouldn't see. That's as far as I'm going with that. You can watch the movie. Go to your local Red Box and rent the DVD.
Your local.
If you see such things these days.
He's never done that in his life.
No, I've never done that. We've actually we
Are
did
we
Netflix
playing
for a while.
Kevin Bacon? Oh.
I don't know. Do you want to play Kevin Bacon? You are 3 degrees or 4?
I'm sure I'm 1 degree from Kevin Bacon.
Well, he's worked with everybody, and you've worked with Fran Drescher. Ping! That's.
I've worked with a few people.
Yep. You worked with a few names that are probably
probably
closer to. Yep.
I'm not 1 degree. I have not met Kevin Bacon.
No.
But
I've not done it myself. All sorts of people came into the store when I was working there, but I had not
Peppered
met
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, delicious.
Our grandkids have a pot-belly pig. Its name is Kevin Bacon. The pig is about 10 years old.
Kevin Bacon.
Oh, you love that.
Baby.
Oh, jeez.
Peppa Pig. Don't cook Peppa Pig. She's the smartest swine in the house.
I know, but that's what happens if you name your...
Yeah.
Oh, we know Tom Hanks. Okay, Pepper Tree. There you go. All right.
Bomb diggity. Bomb diggity.
I'm not closer than that. So.
Well, you gotta gauge it. If you look at the sum total of everybody.
No, I'm not closer than 2 degrees, 3 degrees of frying pan.
6 degrees of Frank Zappa. Oh no, that's a fun one.
Oh.
I can't do that, but if
Maybe
you want
we'll do that next week.
If you want to talk 6 degrees of alternate
Oh, Daniel says I saw
all
the
music
Bacon
people.
Brothers perform. Does that count? Did you talk to them after?
You could be 1 degree.
I feel like that's
very close.
good. I
Very
like that.
close.
I like that.
It's better than I got.
This. I like that for this.
I'm trying to think about what the hell I know. Because I saw a lot of people. Kevin Bacon ever work with Tim Robbins?
You must have.
Saw him in person. Talk to him. That doesn't exactly make me 2 degrees, but it's something.
No, but
It's something.
you probably worked with someone who wasn't even famous then. That
Yeah, I probably
Kevin
did.
Bacon in the woods finds a truffle once in a while.
It's hilarious we've gotten to this point, but the man has literally worked with every
Didn't Tony
other person.
say he met Zappa so for all 2 degrees? No.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were on the broadcast and Tony was on the broadcast, and he has.
All right, I got
If
it.
he hasn't met Frank, he's met every other person because he worked with them. Literally, I had not heard that he had worked on a Zappa session, but Man.
All right.
Yeah, it was just like somebody fed me something up on
I don't mean to be creepy.
the socials recently, which was a picture of
creepy.
Frank and Gail Zappa walking Greenwich Village when the mothers were playing at the Garrick. Okay, just like spring of '67. So that's the exact period when. And it was not like a great period for them living wise. They were living in a like poop hole in Greenwich Village, but they were doing it. They were doing that thing. Regular appearances of mothers at your local club. That sounds like a thing to do.
There used to be. Am I missing this? There used to be. Okay. Probably have to go to. Oh, I was going to say. I'm searching on Fran Drescher, and I thought it said 67. I'm like, no way. She's older than me. 57.
As a matter of
okay,
fact.
I can live with that.
Yeah. There you go. So you go.
There used to be a way you could like put in two celebrities and
There might still be.
see who worked together.
There
But
might be. Yeah.
that might be a little beyond my capabilities right now. Spam. Okay, Dawn says I've worked with people who've worked with Kevin Bacon. So you're 1 degree.
There we go. Does that make us 2 degrees? Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't. If you would have told me this evening we would be doing Kevin Bacon, I would have said,
Done some more research.
Oh, okay, whatever.
I figured it out.
Oh, spam and eggs, Lisa. So
Hello.
good. I kind of want that right now.
Well, we could do that literally.
Ah.
We got to think about that. We have to be cooking a lot of spam and ahana. We have to be working a lot of old man beer.
I had a 3rd grade English teacher named Michelangelo. Really?
Michael?
Oh, jeez.
Angela.
His parents. Oh.
The funny thing is, I went to junior high school with a kid named Mike Santangelo.
Oh, Errol
That's
says
like
I went to
1/2
high school
degree.
with Kevin Bacon, just not the actor.
Not that Kevin Bacon.
No. Oh my God, that poor kid.
I tell you. Ever afterwards, it's sort of like who is it sort of like?
Jalapeno spam and eggs, plus your favorite hot sauce. Yum.
Oh, I think we're in.
Oh, sounds so good.
You know, at Ahana we've actually had all sorts because people bring me cans and say, "Would you cook this?" Of course I would. We've literally had both the chorizo and the Portuguese sausage. You're like, what's the difference? There's a difference. I can't tell you why there's a difference, but blast it, there was. Seriously.
Blast it, there was.
There was. And of the spam imitators, I would say the one that comes closest is Click from Canada.
Click.
However, Click is intensely more greasy than the actual spam. So bear this in mind. They had a lot more
Do we need a can
pork
of
fat.
Click?
We could get a can of Click.
With your Canadian
We have a
contacts.
couple of contacts who would bring us a can of Click. I'm just saying. It could happen. Definitely. If anybody really wants to have Click, I thought it was actually pretty good. Greasy. But good.
Daniel says, I've talked to Weird Al, who directed Kevin Bacon in a music video. We love Weird Al.
Hello.
Oh.
Al is a kind of genius who just does it. He just kind of does it.
Yeah. Yes.
He just kind of does it. Yes. Mm-hmm. Is it about that time?
It might be.
Well, we've been on the air for a couple hours, and I could probably use a little more food. So
I know, me too.
probably
I'm
do
hungry. I'm hungry. I
Me
gotta get
too.
some food.
Oh, yeah. Listen, we've had a lot of
Samesies.
we've had a lot of great topics tonight. We're trying to figure out 6 degrees of. Well, when you figure it out, let me know. But we've also been over all sorts of things, including paranormal phenomena.
Who even knew we would go there tonight?
Amelia
And yet
Earhart,
we did.
Easter Island, unidentified flying objects. These topics and more. We will do an episode like that soon. We need a movie night.
We do.
Dime Eric, help us. Help! We'll
Wait.
make it happen.
We had a throttleman in the Navy named Bill Murray. Another guy was McMillan. Oh my gosh. Every time he showed up with his wife, someone say it's McMillan and wife. Oh. You can't buy that kind of entertainment. I'm just saying.
You know, the next guy who says that gets a smack. I'm just saying.
Oh, Julie, thank you. Thank you for being
Please,
here.
please. We deliver the fun. We try to every week.
We really do.
And I hope we do, because if you're showing up every week, we are not here to bore. We're here to deliver fun topics.
I'm here to bore you.
And great drinks and all sort of thing. And if you have an idea, drop it on us. We saw 2 original cocktails tonight from Pepper Tree, which are awesome. I'm just saying.
Oh, Don's asking if we've ever done a watch party. We need help in that
Trying
area.
to get it together.
We're trying to get a watch party together.
2
We've
of our
been trying
correspondents
for like
right
2
now.
years.
2 of our correspondents right now, that can happen. And I think Pepper Tree, who's having awesome food, is dreaming of spam.
Yes.
All that just warms up. It really does. Well, like, enjoy, because you're about to eat.
Oh, Nick, we would love to see you Sunday. Yes, please. Drop us a message.
Don't be a stranger.
Yes.
We'll be at the Jet Set. I mean, like, friends.
We'll be there.
Friends will be there. It is close. We'll enjoy a drink. They make a really great Mai Tai and fog gutter. Bear this in mind, people. Are you around Newburgh? Make it happen. Newburgh is really happening these days. And boy, am I glad.
Come to Jet Set.
Boy, am I glad.
Oh, me too.
Oh.
Newburgh is amazing. Jet Set is amazing.
So, anyway.
Be there Sunday.
We've already discussed the commercial plugs. You see the note at the bottom of the screen there that says Venmo.
Dominic, hi. Good to see you.
Oh,
Thank
awesome.
you for joining us.
Oh, he's still sipping. Well, we have a second. You see the plug at the bottom of the screen there that shows you how to tip us. If you think that you would like to throw a few bucks our way, whatever, that's what that's there for. We already talked about the products still available. Towels, glassware, records. I think that's it.
Other things.
We have all 3. If you're going to see us in person, wait to see us in person, and we'll arrange that. That will happen in less than a month. If you're going to see us in person after that, let us know. What else is there? I think those are the major topics. We also have patrons from Patreon, patreon.com/Velveteen Lounge. You too can get exclusive content. And boy, are you going to see us at Ohana? You're going to get some exclusive content that you don't even know yet. Just saying. That is
might
the
have
commercial.
placed an order today.
That is our commercial plug. Thank you so much for all those who have already done such things. Thank you for joining us, because without the audience, I got nothing. But it's so fantastic to be able to give you a couple hours on a Wednesday with a couple of fun drinks, a few fun drinks, fun food, fun for your food, great topics. We went one place and we just veered all over the place. And don't forget, paranormal phenomena. That's what we're talking about.
Carry that with you through the week.
We're in.
Paranormal phenomena.
We're already into metaphorical summer. Soon will be an actual summer. Enjoy it while you can. This is going to be awesome. Great, great stuff going on. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, no matter where you go, what am I trying to remember? And no matter what you do, we will see you soon.
Good night.